Welcome to BB on Blast, the Battle Back episode where we battle to remember what's happened
about a week ago, if not more.
No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I'm Lindsay.
I'm Gaz.
And I didn't say hello that time.
You didn't either. I realised as well you've dropped the hello.
Yeah.
It's a rebrand.
Hello, we ain't got time for that.
Sick of it. But first.
Yeah, it's like having to say hello, good morning, how are you? What is this?
No one cares.
Polite cast.
How you are. Nobody cares.
Now, Gaz, how are you finding BB19? Is it a trial? Do you feel like you're having to do homework?
No, I'm actually enjoying it.
See, I told you.
You're asking me like it's an appraisal. Like I've just started a new job.
Yeah. Your objectives for the next 6 weeks are...
I think the cast is really good.
It is, actually.
And what I like about this series is they're a bit like caricatures, aren't they? Like they're all very distinct.
Yeah.
The way they look, the type of character they are. It's like, where did you find these people? Who is she? Where did you find them?
It is a good cast, actually. You picked a good season to watch.
Where do you find someone like Raven?
Fuck Raven.
She looks like a cartoon.
What about Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin's comedy genius. It's true. Where do you find that? Scouted?
Well,
can't have applied, surely.
It's like half and half, I think. Ramsey's obviously applied, and he's one of the most boring ones.
He is a waste of space in the house.
Bless him. Anyway, yeah.
How are you finding it?
I love it. I've been really, really enjoying it.
Do you think I've come into it on a good season?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Better than last year?
Yeah,
really?
Definitely a lot better. Yeah, it's been good.
Last year was Frankie Grande, was the year before?
No, that was ages ago.
That was the last time I tried to watch it.
Shine bright like a Frankie. Yeah, I don't blame you for stopping. Now, Gaz, we've got a problem on our hands.
What?
We'll talk more about how you're
Can't
enjoying
remember
it.
what the fuck happened.
No, we're going for... But back when we last podcasted...
Podcast.
Cody was still in the house and hadn't even been evicted.
Now he's back again. Fucking hell.
He was just a mere vetoed, and now he's a...
Oh yeah, bouncing around half-heartedly. Ding, 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 ding.
So the eviction episode, although in our last podcast we were kind of talking as if he'd been evicted already, weren't we?
Because it was an inevitability, wasn't it?
So we won't go...
Who was he up against? I've forgotten.
We won't go mad on the eviction
Who was
episode.
up there with him?
I don't know, we'll find out in a minute. So we had the bit where Jessica and Cody were arguing with Josh, which is quite timely, really. And Cody called Josh a coward, man-child, and a victim. And do you remember any of this?
The meatball thing.
Yeah, what is that
meatball
thing? I feel like Josh is trying to make that meatball thing a thing, and it's not a thing.
Yeah, it's his catchphrase.
It's shit, though.
He was like kicking Cody when he was down because he'd just been nominated.
Yeah.
Right? Is it? Has he just been nominated this time? Can't quite
no,
remember.
he was just...
vetoed.
Look, forgive us for this episode, because this was a long, long time ago.
He said...
Who said...
Guess what, Cody? Meatball, you're going this week. That was in the diary room.
Oh, yeah.
And he said that Cody had a smut face. What the fuck was a smut face?
Did he not say smug?
Well, was it smug? But his thick American accent confused me.
And Cody said he respected Paul for taking the shot and shook Paul's hand. Paul...
Oh, yeah, he called him the other alpha.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of talk of alphas in our Big Brother this year.
Paul versus Cody is a really good storyline, though, isn't it?
It's good versus evil, I said that
yeah.
last time.
Yeah, but who's good and who's evil? I feel like it's not clear-cut anymore.
Look at those eyes. That can't be good.
But Paul is such a cunt. Come on, you can't still like him now. He's being so annoying.
But look at that waistcoat.
Those shorts and that furry jacket, it's like someone's dared him to wear that.
He looks like out of that, what's that thrift store video? What is it? I only got $20 in my pocket. This is fucking awesome. That one.
What the hell is that?
I don't know, something about a fur coat or
Embarrassing. And if it's cold enough that you've got to wear a fur coat, then how can it be warm enough that you're wearing shorts?
Well, it ain't got no sleeves, has it?
You can't. He must have cold legs if he's got a
No.
What's going on?
Because he's got socks up to his calves as well.
He looks like, what are those people where you have the different bodies and the different legs in the game and the different head and it spins round?
Not like, I'm thinking of Guess Who, but it's not.
It's not Guess Who, it's like on a fruit machine.
Yeah,
he's like that and he's got all mixed up.
Yeah.
That sounds like something they did in Big Brother, actually. So then Christmas came back into the house with big news.
She's got to go surgery.
Ching, 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 ching.
She's got to be operated upon.
But she has to have surgery, but she can stay in the game.
Oh, will she stay or will she go?
Yeah. This was before she... oh no, she did say she was staying, didn't she?
She'd already been out once.
Yeah,
right?
that
she
was
had to
it.
phone in her nomination.
Yeah.
Or was this in this episode we haven't covered yet?
That's in this episode.
Her vote. Oh, is it? Bloody hell! I can't work out where she's been at. I'm sure she's been out more than once.
Well, it's because we don't know where we are in the notes. Anyway, Cody and Jessica looked annoyed when she said she was going to stay.
Isn't that where Cody hopped off? Just before the announcement was over. Yeah. It is, isn't it? I wasn't feeling very sympathetic. Doink, doink, doink.
Julie said that Cody was a dead frog walking. We had a dead man walking in BB19, didn't we?
Nominate for some fucking reason.
Bloody idiot walking. Next, it was Dominic's birthday.
Oh, yeah, and Raven made her the best gluten-free birthday cake that we've ever seen, didn't she?
It looked like a bunch of puke.
It was like a slop cake.
It wasn't a slop cake.
I don't think so.
Looked like it.
I wouldn't have thought slop's gluten-free, would you?
Oh, fuck knows.
Hang on. Didn't Jessica and Christmas have that really awkward conversation in the bedroom?
But I couldn't remember it, so I just
Christmas
glossed over it.
Jessica wouldn't let Christmas talk.
Oh yeah, it's like, let me finish.
Yeah.
Like White D and Gary Busey.
Right, now back to that cake. When that cake came out, Paul was going up to it, commentating on the cake. Did you notice what he was wearing?
Saying what?
I don't know, look at this great gluten-free cake.
I always notice what Paul's wearing.
Did you notice what he was wearing this time?
No.
It looked to me to be wearable tech.
Oh.
It looked like Snapchat glasses.
Really?
Yeah, you know those glasses where they've basically got two yellow lenses each side, and it goes into your Snapchat story. Maybe that's for the Big Brother official Snapchat or something.
So you're not allowed that shit in the Big Brother house?
But I don't really use Snapchat. It's for a different generation.
Too old. I used someone's virtual reality headset at work the other day. Have you ever used that?
Is that a little cardboard box which your phone goes in?
Yeah, but I didn't know it had a phone in it. And I looked through it and I was like, oh, that's amazing. How does that work? Because my friend Ross, he went, look, it's just got the phone in it. I was like, oh,
weird,
yeah.
isn't it?
There was
putting a phone that close to your eyes.
There was a dinosaur there in it. And there's a
scary?
dinosaur in my office. It was scary. I didn't like that. I don't like it when reality and things get merged together. It's creepy, isn't it? I don't agree with it. Yeah, anyway, that cake looked disgusting. Raven, I've noted, does not look as good when she doesn't have her hair in the buns.
I like the versatility of her hair. She had it down the other day. I thought it looked quite good.
Raven, what's his name? Matt.
Oh, boring showman.
God, they must be the most boring people on the planet. Admittedly, we have not watched much live feeds.
If any. Well, you've watched After Dark.
I've watched about 4 After Dark.
And I watched about 10 minutes yesterday.
I just feel like I know nothing about them whatsoever.
That's true.
But
nothing. They're not getting the airtime because of Paul.
Who are they? They just cling on to each other and nod. Fucking pointless. Anyway. Cody said to Jessica she needs to try and salvage her game. Oh yeah, Jessica was crying because she's not allowed to eat any cake, and she has to sit on lily pads. Victim croaks. And then Cody said, "I didn't take you into consideration. I was selfish, and I do regret taking the risk."
It was quite admirable how he started trying to work to salvage Jessica's game before he left.
Yeah,
in a way,
it would have been better if he hadn't, done all that stuff in the first place
and not told her.
That was what he did. He started throwing Dominic and Mark's name under the bus. Fuck.
Yeah, he did. And he also went and apologised to Christmas for being a jerk and putting her up.
A jerk.
Yeah, he started to put the word out there that it was Mark and Dominique that had suggested putting Christmas up. Now, is that completely false? Because I can't remember.
Yeah, no, it was completely false. Because remember, Cody just made that decision all on his own to backdoor Paul, which was a bit stupid because he didn't realise that he needs the others to vote.
To the entire next week,
with what, Dominique going on?
Yeah.
That? Well, this was when this happened. It was on Dominique's talk show, wasn't it?
I forgot about that talk show. It's a shame that's been cancelled early, isn't it?
I actually watched one of those talk shows on After Dark, and it was quite funny. Kevin was funny. Kevin was all wearing a suit for it.
Oh.
It was all dressed up in a suit, and Paul's like, "What are you wearing that suit for?" He's like, "I'm going on Dominique's talk show."
It's like the late show with James Corden or something.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm going to be on TV," and Paul's like, "You're always on TV. You're on Big Brother." It's funny. But yeah, so then on Dominique's annoying talk show, she was like, oh, any questions from the audience? And then Josh started having a go at Cody, going, blah, 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 blah. Oh, Josh said to Cody, are you intimidated as a man? And Cody said, Josh, you don't exist in my book. I'm not taking any more questions from Josh. I love it. And then Paul got annoyed.
Oh, he said that 1 or 2 people knew about the decision in that talk show.
Mark and Dominique.
But that wasn't true.
No, but they still started twitching about it, so more for them.
What did Paul say?
Paul was getting annoyed because Dominique said that there was organically forming teams, and Paul thought that she was highlighting that there was different alliances. But Paul's alliance is the whole house, so I don't know what he's even worried about.
But like, of course they're forming organically.
Exactly,
like,
I know. What? Stupid, isn't it? So then what else? Oh, and then Mark was going to Cody, oh, what are you trying to say, sort of thing. And Cody was like, that's all I'm saying. Case closed. And then Paul was like, after the talk show's over, calm down, he's just trying to drop bombs before he leaves, which is true.
So this was my first live eviction on BBUS, I think. Because the last one, who's the last person who went? That Cameron?
No, Gillian.
I forgot about her. Was that a live eviction too?
I think so.
I don't know why it didn't feel like it. It dawned on me that it seemed that this, and I know now that it is actually a live show.
I don't know why that didn't dawn on you before.
On the previous episode?
Yeah.
I don't know, just because Big Brother Canada say it's live, but it's not live,
oh, okay.
So I probably assumed that it wasn't, and I wasn't thinking about it because.
So what's the difference?
Well, it actually happened live on TV.
Oh, okay.
And Julie can fluff up and stuff.
Oh yeah,
shit can go wrong.
Yeah, she fucks up.
She can't. Most of the time, when she pronounces her words, it's not clear. It's like she's always been like that. She's just been too Botox.
I think she just doesn't care.
Doesn't care enough to enunciate.
Yeah, she's just like whatever. Cue cards. So Paul said about Dominique in the diary room. I think, was it about Dominique? I'm not sure. Anyway, he said, you may find yourself on the opposite end of a hosting show, a.k.a.
the exit interview with Julie Chen. Yeah.
Please, try hard. And then Christmas was voting remotely from her hospital bed. So Cody's speech, he didn't speak to the house. He just did a speech for his family. And he said, don't be a beta.
As opposed to an alpha.
Yeah, he's obsessed with that. He said, Jessica, thanks for standing side by side with me. I'm humbled. I'm going to miss you a lot. Oh. I've written here, why did
he was against Alex.
Oh.
And
No, and Ramses, because Ramses had to put himself up.
Alex said, I plan to stay and compete against all of you in a good competitive nature. That's the spirit.
Jolly hockey stick. Gaz, why do the vetoeds wear red capes? Sounds like the start of a joke, doesn't it? Yeah.
Fuck knows. Why
the
did
vetoeds are such a mystery, aren't they?
It was
we'll never
unexplained.
We'll never get to the bottom of that.
And then I couldn't believe that it didn't end with this eviction. The next episode I was like, they're still vetoed.
Like on our Big Brothers, the things they say, it lasts a week or whatever. It's over within 10 minutes.
Yeah, but also, surely the eviction dictates the end of a Big Brother week, and that's why you chuck all that stuff out.
Yeah, they were dragging it out a bit too much. Now, the weird thing about the vote was there was 3 people who didn't vote to evict Cody, which was Jessica, obviously. Kevin, that was a tricksy one.
And Christmas by phone.
But why did Christmas not vote to evict Cody?
Sedatives. She's just still coming around.
I think she had some outside information.
Yeah, from the doctor.
Yeah, Ted told her to keep Cody in because he's entertaining. Because it seemed to make no sense because Christmas hates Cody. I don't get that.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that either.
I don't get that at all.
Maybe because he apologised for being a jerk and it won her over.
Just stop saying the word jerk.
Familiarising myself with the American listeners.
So then Cody took off his vetoed outfit before he left. Were you disappointed? Did you want to see him?
I didn't want to see him walk out as a vetoed.
Yeah.
In fact, hop out.
Yeah.
I wanted him to have to sit on a lily pad instead of a stool opposite Julie Chen.
And then he said, but just before he left to Jessica, he said, will you be my girlfriend? Aw, that's cute, isn't it?
It is cute in a way.
I find them quite romantic. Like you said earlier, they're like
the opposite of the antithesis of Demika.
They're the evil Demika.
Yeah.
I do think they seem to really like each other, though. I mean, she basically threw away a whole game for him. What?
I don't know. I can't believe it yet.
I believe it.
Can you imagine seeing it on Instagram when it's over, like Jamaica?
Can't imagine Cody on Instagram, no. Not really.
I got a note here that you might enjoy.
Go ahead.
I noticed that the wallpaper was coming off of the diary room door at the hinge.
Really?
Yeah, it's a bit early, isn't it, for the wallpaper to be peeling
Christ,
off?
Sort that out.
Production values, please.
Sort it out. I've put Julie actually asked some interesting questions.
Did she?
I know.
Like what?
Cody was saying when Paul's got them all wrapped around their finger. When Paul tells a story, they're like, "Tell another one."
He said that, not her.
Yeah,
right?
he said it, but Julie said to him, "So do you have a social game?"
Oh yeah,
Shade.
I've written burn.
And then Cody said, "I hate the
Yeah, I just hate.
It's a cheat." And then when Julie said to him, "Oh, what if we give you a second chance?" Cody looked so stunned, didn't he? He didn't react. He
doesn't react to anything, but you also knew that he was also processing something.
I know.
It's really
he
weird.
was like, "You're lying to her." And then she went, "Remember Cameron?" And he went, "Vaguely."
Did he?
Yeah. And then we started the next HOH. Gaz, you like to explain a competition. Off you go.
Just one thing. I noticed that Julie sounded like she said pendant of production when she said
Did
pendant of
she?
protection. Yeah.
I still think it's called the pendant of production.
Oh, this one. This HOH comp.
Yeah.
It was staged on the edge of the Odyssey, believe it or not. And Paul was fucking piloting it in that big chair.
Have you ever seen one of these HOH comps where they hang off the wall before?
No.
They
I've
do
seen
the same comp every year.
What,
basically.
a tilting wall?
Yeah, they do the same one, but they just do a
Different
different theme. Yeah.
I've seen that one where they had to stand on ice in Big Brother Canada.
Oh, yeah.
This was called Space Cadets, apparently.
I like the wall comps. I think they're quite good.
They were standing on the arms of the Big Brother space station. So maybe it's like the mothership where the Odyssey came from.
Yeah.
Who knows? So that wall was tilting forward. And they had to hold on to these like little vents, which were like little plastic things sticking out of the wall.
It's hard, didn't it?
Especially when it went like right over.
Yeah.
And they were wet
Yeah.
and cold. And they had like guns
Stuff
coming
flung
off of
at
them.
Yeah.
But like, I haven't got much notes on this yet because they just teased it at the start, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
they also teased the Halting Hex at the end of it.
Mm-hmm. So the Halting Hex is the last temptation. I told you the temptations wouldn't last long.
I want that every week.
I know,
ain't got enough ideas, have
I think
they?
it could have gone on for another couple of weeks, but the Halting Hex, basically, you can
Maybe the Den of Temptation will open again later on, or would that not happen?
No, they don't do that. They only do these things at the start. So the Halting Hex
hook you in and then just let it...
Yeah, just like back to
simmer
normal
out.
one now. So the Halting Hex, you can cancel the whole... You can stand
That's
up
insane.
eviction and just cancel the whole week. It's good, isn't it? Yeah.
Judy said at the end, hold on tight and remember, in space, even Big Brother can't hear you scream.
Oh my god, that's quite terrifying, if anything.
So yeah, this task continues in the start of the next episode.
I like these ones because it is kind of like who wants it the most, but also there's a good competition, Gaz, because it's not sexist, because girls are generally better at it than boys, because boys are bigger and they can't hang on as well, whereas if you're light or if you're small...
Like Cindy with an S on that rope.
Yeah, exactly. You've got a better chance. So I like that.
Do you remember Cody's advice to Jessica about how to see this comp through?
No.
He said, imagine a dying relative on the finish line and completing the task is the only way to save them.
I do remember that now.
But then she fell off after 86 minutes.
And her false eyelashes were coming off. She got gunged, I noticed. That was sad.
Was Paul controlling that gunge as well?
Oh yeah, it did look like
he had a button and he was like gunging them.
I've put Paul looks like he should have a cigar in his hand hosting this comp. I don't know why. What else? Oh, Josh fell off first. What else? Ramsey was when Ramsey fell off, he said he only fell off because he got goo in his face. Insert joke
should be
here.
used to that.
No, I didn't actually write that, but I did think it.
Just thought you'd let me say it, because it's okay if I say
it. Yeah. And then the last three standing was Jason, Elena, and Alex.
Yeah, Jason started trying to make a deal with Elena.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
But what about Alex? She was looking the strongest. Why are you going to start making a deal with Elena when you've got Alex there, who's already proven herself on the trapeze to be strong on these tasks.
And Elena's got those gigantic boobs.
Those big jugs.
She can't stay up
and
there
those
long.
giant lips.
Yeah.
Gravity is definitely going to pull on them.
She's just staying up because she's inflatable, basically. And then Alex was doing Hail Marys. And she said something about a dribble of pee. I'm not sure what that was.
What's a Hail Mary?
It's like when you do prayers on a rosary sort of thing.
Oh, is she a Catholic?
I don't know, maybe. Like a bit of religious talk on Big Brother, don't they?
Oh my God.
Just look at our one. What?
When someone said to Hannah, what was it again? That thing about you're not God worthy or something?
Oh, yeah. They're always praying. Like, Jesus will help us stay in the house. Like, ain't Jesus got better things to do?
Love, peace and harmony. That's all you need.
So anyway, no, I don't think that any deal was really made, was it?
Apart from Jason saying, ain't no one on this wall going home. And they all agreed.
Oh, yeah, that's fair, I think, if you're the last three standing.
Who was it that was saying, do you swear? Was that Elena? Like, do you swear?
Yeah, I think so.
And then she said, she said to Alex, that... Like, do you swear to protect the people that I want protected?
And then,
she went, yeah.
She listed all the fucking people she wanted protected. It was like about 12 fucking people. The only people Alex had left to put up was her own side. It's fucking stupid.
She's like, I want to protect that squirrel out of the task. I want to protect the vetoads.
I think you mean squirrel.
Squirrel.
What do you think of Jason now? I actually don't mind him as much as I thought I would.
He's okay. He's a bit annoying on live feed, though. I watched it yesterday.
Annoying,
He keeps doing a Scottish accent.
Does he?
Yeah.
That's funny. I heard him talking about his job on a live feed, and it was actually quite interesting. No, he was talking about, like, I don't know, he was just talking about how he goes from place to place and he has the balls in the back of his lorry, and he has six different balls that he uses and stuff, and he was saying he's quite famous in his area and that, and he goes around to different places. I don't know, it's quite
why does the rodeo clown own the bulls? That seems weird.
But I like hearing about people's lives like that. That's part of Big Brother we don't get on our Big Brother anymore, just like the casual chat,
and we don't have any live feed to hear it either.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't know. I think because he's classed as a clown, I was expecting him to be funnier.
Yeah, that's true.
He's not actually funny.
He's not that funny, but I don't hate him as much as I thought I would. But I don't particularly like him either. So that's good. So
who won that thing? Alex basically. They've all agreed,
won.
And Elena dropped off.
Yeah, Alex basically wanted to put Jess up. And then Jason was saying, no, we need to work with Jess now because all the other side are against her, right?
Say again. I was reading my notes.
Fuck's sake.
What?
Alex wanted to put Jessica up, but Jason was saying, no, we need to work with Jessica, pull her in because the other side don't like her anymore.
She wasn't having it though, was she?
The number. I know, because Alex just got personal vendetta against Jessica for no reason.
Well, because maybe it's to do with Cody's relationship with her.
Yeah.
Because she could have been like closer to him, but she was in the way. Maybe I don't know.
Alex never even tried to have a relationship with Cody. Cody just had a weird thing for Alex.
I know. She said, "I hope you eat shit." So yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, and then he
Scrap
said,
that.
And then he called Jessica Alex in bed. Oops. So then Paul started. Oh yeah, this is when Paul started mixing.
Alex and Paul did a little sly fist pump together.
Yeah. What do you think about the way Paul's been trying to like destroy his own side? He has actually been playing the game quite hard.
Destroy his own side.
Well, the way he went after Dominique and all that sort of stuff, like that was quite strong gameplay on his part, I thought.
I thought the way that the house turned on Dominique this week was very fishy. I didn't like it at all.
What do you mean fishy, though?
It just seemed to be without reason. I felt for the woman. I quite like her as a person.
Well, she was in the right. Paul was a snake.
Yeah, exactly. But the reason wasn't clear why they were not. Why they were so against Dominique. I didn't quite get it.
This is one of those...
Just because of Cody chucking out that, like, red herring?
No,
really?
This is one of those ones where, basically, when I listen to other people's podcasts...
People say that she's racist?
No, right. I'll find out
she's
the reason.
Racist.
Yeah.
They're racist.
No, yeah, that could be a reason.
No, I am concerned there's some undertones there going on.
No doubt.
Because she seems like a really nice person, apart from maybe the God stuff might be a bit much.
Yeah.
But... It's normal in America, isn't it?
That is normal. No, I'm sure there are other reasons, but we're just not privy to them. But by the time we are, no one will care anymore.
Alex said, "I literally feel like this is the Hunger Games."
Oh yeah, well,
not quite that bad, is it?
Have you noticed that table in the HOH room? The what?
No,
made out of gold bars.
No, I haven't.
It's like glass on top, and then the
legs are like gold bars. I feel vaguely conscious of it.
Yeah, keep your eye out.
Were they recycled from that finale endgame in BB Can 5?
It's very, very classy.
You like it, do you? A bit of bling.
It's absolutely disgusting. So then, Eleanor was saying, Elena, fuck that.
Who wanted to go after Matt then? Was that Alex that wanted to go after Matt, or was that also Jason? Because he's part of a showman's.
Who the fuck is Matt?
Alex.
Oh, that's right.
And so it was Alex's decision to go after Matt and Dominique. She said that Dominique has a good social game that weaves them all together. Weaves.
And then races. And then Paul said...
My notes literally say
racist. And then Paul said... Dominique is using her talk show to get information out of people, and she was
exposing that information to everyone, which was quite interesting.
I think it was interesting, but the way Paul was stirring things up, it was quite impressive. I thought,
like in a bad way. Turn on Dominique.
It was quite, because Dominique hadn't actually done anything, and Paul just turned them all against her.
Yeah, hang on. There was this moment where he went and basically put it in Alex's ear, right?
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Then there was a bit with Kevin and Ramsey's bonding. Have you got notes on that bit? Ramsey was doing some washing, and Kevin and Ramsey's kicked the dryer door shut, and Kevin said,
"Hey." Go at him.
Yeah, Kevin said, "Hey, you go over and close it properly." And then he had to go in for burping, and then he was playing pool with Ramsey's, and he said, "This is the part of the pool stick you hit them with in a fight."
Oh yeah, that was mad.
But apparently Kevin is like throwing Ramsey's under the bus a lot, not on the show.
Bloody hell, you've just jumped through about 3 paragraphs of my notes, so I've got to catch up.
I know, but I'm tired of all that shit that happened last week. It's boring.
I got an observation though from stuff that happened beforehand. I've written that Jason isn't intelligent enough to work with Alex. That was my opinion originally.
They're just kind of thrown together, those people, aren't they? Like the offcuts.
Paul was in the HOH room, I think, with Elena was in there, and he went in to talk to Alex. And then he locked the HOH door behind her. It has a lock that you can actually lock.
Yeah, you used to have to knock on the door, ring the doorbell when you used to go to the HOH room back in the day.
You should be allowed to lock the doors in the Big Brother house. You're just a danger, isn't it? No, there's no locks in our Big Brother.
Have you noticed them watching shit on the TV in the HOH room yet?
No.
You still not noticed it?
No.
Because that's how they know when people are coming up the stairs, and they go, "Oh, so-and-so's coming up the stairs," and then they change the conversation.
Yeah, but you'll only see that on the live feed, won't you? Because I don't put in the edit.
You see it on the show.
It ain't been in the edit yet. I ain't seen it. Yeah, I was just surprised to see they can actually choose to lock the doors, because in our Big Brother, all the door locks are under the control of Big Brother.
Well, it's like a privilege.
All those green and red lights.
It's like a HOH privilege, isn't it?
It shouldn't be. Someone could get murdered in there.
How? With a toothbrush.
Maybe I don't know, drowned in that fish tank.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh yeah, and you also missed out the Elena and Alex chat where she went, "The only thing that I want to protect is Mark, Raven, Matt, Dominique and Paul I want safe."
Well, we'd already kind of covered that. And then Elena said, "I'm not going to endorse Mark going up." Endorse. It's got my endorsement. Yeah, go on. Let's go at your miserably slow pace rather than trying to get through this fucking thing.
With that Kevin and Ramses thing, do you remember what the end of that was?
No.
Kevin said that he wanted Ramses to come to his house for Thanksgiving. That was when I knew there was some really cute relationship there, because Thanksgiving's a big deal in America. You don't invite any old one person round, do you?
No, but I've heard that Kevin is behind Ramsey's back, saying that Ramses took that 25 grand and all this shit, that Kevin took.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Apparently, behind Ramsey's back, Kevin's being well measured.
No, that's not fair.
I heard it on Rob as a podcast.
Boo to that. Oh, that snake talked up yet? Talked up next.
What?
That snake spoke up again.
What snake?
Jason, Jessica, please return to the den of temptation, and your vetoed curse will be lifted.
This crap CGI when they change
go in there and lift the curse. Just fucking take the costumes to the diary room and be done with it.
Yeah, they used to burn things in the garden, didn't they, when the costume thing was done? and just go shun, 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 shun. Do you remember that?
What, an American Big Brother?
Maybe that's an American thing.
The only thing I remember being burnt is Stuart's hat from BB UK, and that wasn't real.
They burned Shabby's hat as well. They did something to Shabby's hat.
I don't know, that was a trick when Big Brother pretended to burn Stuart's hat.
I think they actually did burn Shabby's hat, and then she left.
Shabby?
Yeah, Shabby.
I was thinking of Shabnam.
Yeah.
Shabby, yeah.
Yeah. Then Raven told her story of how she's got gastroparesis.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Her stomach is basically paralysed, but she's got this pacemaker that allows her to eat. And this was really sad, right? When she said, I'm on my 3rd pacemaker, there's 15 settings, and I'm on number 9.
And once you get up to 15, you're dead.
I think so.
Yeah. Sounded like it.
But it did mean that she lives like, what did she say? Something about the way she lives life, like...
Yeah. Like she's
like
going to die tomorrow, probably. Yeah. Did you notice her pacemaker? You can see it when she's got a bikini on.
I see the scar.
Yeah, you can see the actual pace. It's like a square under her skin.
Really?
Yeah, you can see it.
Did you see her pointing that out, or did you just
it's like
notice?
A lump. No, I noticed it on the TV show after. While she was talking about that, I think.
Mark has also got a scar, you know.
Oh, has he? What? Lobotomy. That's why he's always got his fucking mouth hanging open.
I think he used to be fatter than Gillian.
I
think he used to be really obese, and he's had the excess skin removed.
Really?
Yeah.
But he's all muscly now.
Yeah, I know.
He's got a few issues, that guy, but we'll come on to that. Yeah, that was a sad sob story, I must admit.
Sob story. That was serious shit.
No, but
it's not like when you go on X Factor, like, oh, my nan this, my granddad's that.
Still a sob story. It's a sad sob story.
Our Christmas came back next.
Yes. She's got 10 broken bones. Yeah.
So, and so the next sob story of the fucking day. She said
ailment week, isn't it?
She said that I think the doctor said it looked like a bomb went off in my foot.
She's got 10 broken bones and she needs a donor bone. Ew. Boner. You said. It will take 6 weeks to heal, but she won't get full mobility back. It will take a year to recover, and then
arthritis is going to set in within 1 to 5 years, and she has to have another surgery to fuse everything again. Now,
that sounds like a mega arseache.
Jason, can you imagine?
Yeah,
how he must feel?
But it was just an accident, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, but an accident that changed somebody's life forever, especially someone who's a sports. What?
I know.
Nutter.
I bet Big Brother's happy that it didn't happen during a competition. Do you know what I mean?
Sue their ass. Yeah, that's true.
Because it was just like an accident that happened with her.
You can't blame anyone. No, that's true.
Where there's blame, there's a claim.
Especially in America.
That sounds awful, though, doesn't it?
That was quite sobering, actually. That whole that whole revelation. And it was. I know. And it was emotional. The
others did look actually quite sorry for her, didn't they?
Yeah. Now she's got to go around on that little scooter.
Especially because she is. That scooter's the thing. Especially because she is quite defined by her athleticism.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's her bread and butter as well, isn't it? So it's quite bad, actually. Like if that happened to me or you, it wouldn't matter. Well, me probably more so than you, but still.
Yeah. I wouldn't like it if I had to have a boner.
Yeah, you would. But in the diary, did she say she will accept the gifts as they come?
The gifts?
Yes, the gift of ching 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 being arthritic, I guess.
I think you said the gifts, like the gifts that are going to come out of her going around on her crutches. She said, please guys, don't feel sorry for me. Just help me out occasionally and let's rock these competitions.
Well, only if it doesn't involve anything being mobile.
What was I going to say?
You tell me.
I know, yeah. I didn't realise you could actually have an operation to treat arthritis, though.
You can't, can you?
I don't know. She said she was going to have it because of the arthritis.
Oh, no, you can't. Once you've got arthritis, that's it.
Maybe if it's a...
That does happen, like people would break their legs and then they get all like cold in their bones and shit like that, don't they? It's never quite the same again. It's true. Yeah, people talk about it.
So maybe that was the real sound I've written. Can't have been, can it?
What? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. What next? I can't work out what's going on. Alex put Dom and Jessica up. Dominic and Jessica up. What?
Yeah, she did. Jessica said, we just haven't made a real... Oh, no, she said about Jessica, we just haven't made a real connection.
Mm-hmm.
For Dominique, she said, after our one-to-one, you gave me a couple of things that sent up some red flags.
Mm-hmm.
What was that one-to-one? Oh, when they go and chat, when they go and, like, crawl up their arse, probably. I don't know what she said.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to make it very clear that I didn't like some of those things, she said.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this is the day that I noticed, and I sent this to you, during the end credits of Big Brother,
Yeah.
which has got a different logo on it to the start of Big Brother.
Yeah.
Their branding is fucked. There's that disclaimer that says, this programme is not associated or affiliated with the estate of George Orwell and is not based on the novel 1984. Well, it clearly is based on the novel 1984 because, okay, it's not a dramatisation of it, but the concept of Big Brother comes directly from George Orwell's 1984. So who are they trying to kid?
Gaz, I already told you this. That disclaimer used to be on at the start of each show.
Like Marcus now. Yeah. Be prepared for...
During BB15, after Aaron was racist to everyone in the house, and George Orwell's family got in touch with CBS, and wanted
to pull it off the air, Big Brother.
Basically complained and said they were going to sue them or whatever.
But George Orwell's estate must make some money out of Big Brother from Endemol, surely, because you can't take a concept from that book unless it's so old now that it's in the public domain or something.
But the Big Brother is not like trademarked, is it? Because you got a Big Brother.
Georgie missed a trick there, didn't he?
Yeah, so I don't know. But
he's got Big Brother.
Well, it's true. You can't trademark
for an omnipresent force that watches everything you do, like.
It's like it's kind of almost like a colloquialism. But yeah, for the whole of that series...
Like Catch-22, for example.
Yeah, exactly. But for the whole of that series, that was at the start of every episode. Now it's just at the end. So think on. Think on, racist housemates.
I also, this is just an aside, I watched like some YouTube video of Julie doing some interview on like E.T. America or something.
I don't know.
And then... she was asked what was her least favourite twist ever.
Oh, yeah.
And she said it was the takeover. And I want you
to ready for a takeover.
I want you to tell me what that is. What is that? What was the takeover?
Shit. It was like every week, like there was a takeover, and like
by who? Like a celebrity?
Like but it was meant to be a celebrity, but it turned out to be like the shittest people ever. There was like
it was like our hijack.
Yeah, but there was like some basketball guy come in and
Dennis Rodman
hosted a task. No, and then someone got to go on a cruise with him, and I don't know. It was just so annoying. And there used to be a thing that went, "Get ready for a takeover," and they go, "Woo!" It's just so like I can't even remember if it was lame.
Julie thought it was crap.
Yeah, apparently. And Julie said it was going to happen every week, and then one week they just quietly dropped it. And there was no more takeover. It was just gone.
Do you know what she would have said her favourite twist ever was?
No.
It was the X Factor twist, which was that series that I watched years ago.
With their exes in there. That was a good series,
actually. But she said that if she would rather that they bring that back and that all the house guests have an ex, not just like 2 or 3 of them. Which happened before, 3 or 4 or something.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay,
I thought that Julie had opinions about these things.
I didn't.
Interesting.
I was quite surprised.
That's very interesting.
Surprised she can remember what happened from one year to the next.
Right, now we're on to the veto episode. Yeah, that's veto, not vetoed.
So the next day started with Alex's reasons in the diary room for nominating. She said, I nominated Dominique... I don't want to do an accent, but I don't know how to do it.
Just do that one.
I nominated Dominique to take away a number from the other side. And I nominated Jessica because the whole house wanted retribution for what Cody had done. And plus, I don't really like Jessica, so sorry.
And Paul said in the diary room, hello, house guests. This is your puppet master speaking. Get over yourself, Paul, you fucking idiot. I can't wait.
He is the puppet master, though. That's the irony.
But I can't wait for his downfall.
Who should we let play in the battle back?
Yeah. Oh, God, I know. I can't wait for Cody to take Fallout.
Jessica said she'd been preparing for this.
Dominique said she heard the Holy Spirit say she was going up.
Did she? That Holy Spirit.
He's
always getting involved.
He's everywhere.
He's like guiding Hannah and Deborah in our series and back over there for Dominique.
But this is where Dominique started to get wise to Paul.
She said they started acting strange around her 3 days prior.
Yeah, and she was... Because Dominique's got quite a good relationship with Mark, hasn't she? Even though Mark...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. And Mark was in pieces because of it.
And Dominique was saying to Mark, I think Paul is involved. And then Mark was crying in the diary room. Do you see the state
So
of him?
hard, yeah. It's crying his eyes out.
He is such a weirdo.
What I don't...
You like him, don't you?
Sort
Oh, you
of.
just fancy him, don't you?
I do fancy him.
He is such a weirdo. Don't you think he's strange?
In character?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen enough of him to find him strange.
He keeps, like, freaking out about things, and then he's always got his mouth open. And he's always crying about things, and then
He's always got his mouth open.
He's always got his mouth open.
Like a Dumbo.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Like he's catching flies. And he threw that hot sauce at just his behaviour is very erratic.
He should have got a warning for that.
Yeah. Well, we'll come to that. And Dominic's praying that she was doing in the restroom sounded like.
Wait, are we there already?
Sounded like she was like getting.
That was an alien language.
Yeah, what was that? It's like speaking. Like speaking in tongues, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
that's fine. Go on. What have you got?
I don't know.
My notes are a bit scarce because I was drunk watching these episodes.
I've got that Holy Spirit bit there, and I said that was outside contact.
Nice.
Yeah, no. Dominique is in the HH toilet speaking an alien language. I've written, so yeah.
And
I thought I thought it was that alien from Big Brother Israel. My jokes, I've forgotten them.
The alien has arrived. What jokes have you forgotten?
That joke that I wrote there.
And Dominique said she heard.
Oh yeah, she said she asked God who's the person behind it. She said, all of a sudden I hear Paul 3 times. I exit the bathroom and guess who's sitting there?
I like the fact you're just giving all these people English accents.
I can't do American accents. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys.
Yeah, so then
Dominique, all of a sudden I hear Paul 3 times. I exit the bathroom and guess who's sitting there? Paul.
Actually, that wasn't bad. And then Paul said...
When I get into the zone, I can do it.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. So then Paul said to her, look, I want to talk to you before anyone else tries to bum rush you.
Now, discuss. Bum rush. Is this a phrase you know?
No, it is, yeah.
It's not our phrase, is it?
No, but I've heard it before.
So what does it mean? Like
bum rush you. Like,
jump on her? Like,
yeah.
What would we say for that? Like,
pounce on you.
I've got it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, bum rush.
This action engine doesn't work on the podcast.
No.
Yeah, like pounce.
And then Dominique said, I'm hoping you're not the person.
Smother you, basically, right? Like smother you.
It's not quite that. It's like kind of like twist your arms sort of thing, or like just like.
She ain't going to be twisted. She got the Holy Spirit on side.
So Dominic said, I'm hoping you're not the person trying to get me out.
Oh, yeah. Do you know the biggest irony about this conversation? Did you notice?
The friendship bracelets.
Yeah, they're both wearing this friendship bracelet.
Friendship. And then Paul said, oh, I have not betrayed you.
Yeah, she said one person... She's suspicious of one person really wanting me out on my side.
Yeah.
He said...
that snake noise.
He said... I'm hoping the person you're referring to is... I'm hoping I'm not the person you're referring to. And she went, I'm hoping that too.
Yeah. I.e., you definitely are. And then Paul said, I might have to abandon ship. What did that mean? It was like saying...
that spaceship from the Tusk.
He's basically saying, like, I'm going to have to throw you under the bus. And then Dominique said, God's with me.
She said, would you ever in your life betray me? Have you ever been dishonest about anything? Mm-hmm. He said, I can only play an honest game.
See, last year he did play an honest game. So I think he is kind of falling back on that. And a lot of people still think he is that same Paul from last year.
Dominique knows better.
He's not. He's rotten.
Because she's been in the toilet.
She has got that outside info. So then, but Dominique, I thought she did threaten him a little bit at the end of the conversation.
Did she?
Yeah, she was like, the truth will come out. And I felt like she was saying, yeah, watch your back.
She said, I'm certain Paul is the snake.
She's right, he was.
Player pick for the POV.
I put that when you put your arm in to get those chips for the veto, it's like sticking your arm up a cow's butt. Have you noticed that? They put it right
in a big glove?
Yeah.
Alex was wanting to pick Jason, ride or die, and Paul...
rodeo or die.
Wanted to play to get Dominique out.
It's weird that it is. I still don't understand why they suddenly turned on Dominique. Don't make no sense.
They think she's got too much information from the Holy Spirit.
There's some bit of information that we're missing here. If you know what really happened that week, because we don't, either tell me or I'll find out when I catch up on my podcast.
And are they just a big bunch of racists.
Yeah. Well, until we hear from you, listeners, we're just going to assume everyone and everything is racist. Tweet me, like at VM or Gaz, BB_superfan. Snake.
I thought you were going to say, send us an email.
Yeah, so they did the veto pics. Let's not go through all that drama.
What Alex said, Kevin's in my inner circle. I can't remember even who got picked, but whatever.
Never
Let's
mind.
just move along. It was the Temple of Temptation veto competition.
Hold on, just before that, Kevin, Alex, and Jason. Kevin, Alex, and Jason were strategizing, and I've just written, watching these three strategize is a joke. Oh, so there you go. Veto comp, Temple of Temptation. Oh, there's the... Come on, you explain the comp, Gaz. This is your skill set.
Well, there was the squirrel that was a king squirrel, and it was holding an acorn that was spurting blood. That was fucked up. Whoever thinks up these things, they've got a crazy mind. So, Christmas was picked as a player. Do you remember? Kevin was picked. Christmas was picked. I don't know, Jason, maybe?
Yeah, Jason.
So Christmas was picked to play this competition, yet she... You taking a piss out of me?
Yeah.
Competition, yet she hadn't been medically cleared by Big Brother to play it.
By Dr. Ottoman,
which was very cruel to, like, put her in.
I know, yeah.
Just don't put her in.
She had to sit there on a little stump, didn't she?
Don't put her in, then. So basically, this thing is like... It looks like Indiana Jones. Now, I got a feeling that this is where Paul gained that furry waistcoat from, and he kept it. I think it was from that, from his costume, because he was like the
he hasn't fucking
presenter of it, whatever you call it,
off since.
the host, whatever they call that. No, he hasn't. So, like,
excuse me,
bless you. So they've got this like lava underneath.
The floor is lava.
Yeah, Elena made that joke, and Ramsey's like, just
I
got
don't
that.
even know that floor is lava thing till you told me.
And they've got to go across a balance beam 50 times and then touch a sacred squirrel. Who's Benny? Do they always
Benny's the squirrel.
Is it always called Benny?
There has been, the past few years, there's been tasks with squirrels in. The squirrels have been a thing. I don't know why.
And he's called Benny.
Why is it American listeners? Why do you say squirrels and not squirrel? And why do you say orange and not orange?
Amir.
Why? Oh yeah, Mir. I like that though. Mir. Like it's only got one syllable.
Meow meow. That's one for the Chanel fans out there. So yeah, when they oh yeah, there's a twist. I forgot.
Yeah.
They can lift the golden chalice for a cash prize. I said, I bet Kevin takes it as soon as he gets over. Once, because he's really struggling to go over. Do you remember he couldn't even get across that balance beam?
It was awful.
And then somebody said it's a teeter-totter competition.
Yeah, I got that as well. Oh yeah, when Kevin got over the first time, Mark said, "Kevin, you're beating Christmas by one," which is a bit mean because Christmas couldn't participate.
No, rub it in. She's got to have a fucking bone donor.
Yeah, cruel. I noticed at this point Raven had ringlets. Did you notice Raven's ringletty hair?
She has different hair every day.
I know, but why they was like Victoriana style? Like she's a 6-year-old Victorian child.
Alternative.
Did they even have Victorians in America?
No, because that's Queen Victoria's era.
Oh.
I think I've got an American history question coming up later.
Uh-oh.
So then, basically, Kevin's like making an ass of himself, and he finally gets over and he takes chalice of cha-ching. And do you remember how much he won?
$27.
Was it 27?
Yeah.
Oh, right, 25. Yes, okay. So he's got $25,027.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit. Dominique was playing, obviously, because she's nominated.
Yeah.
And she like fell.
Yeah.
And like twisted upside down on that beam, and she said, "Thank God I'm back on this beam. Jesus, you answered the call."
She said, "Jesus, pick up the phone." Pick up the phone.
You're not allowed phones in the Big Brother house.
Yeah. That was quite good the way she clambered back on there,
She needs to play Survivor next.
Yeah,
that was good.
That was impressive. And then Jessica did it, but then she fell off.
Well, Jesus pushed her off.
Yeah. She's got the devil on her side, a.k.a. Cody.
So Dominique took a tumble. That meant you had to go back to the start, or you were out. You had to go back to the start. 50 times backwards and forwards. That was hardcore.
I'm not good at balancing. I wouldn't be very good at that task.
Me neither. I've written that Raven was wearing fluffy bunny slippers.
Oh, so we're noticing different things about Raven.
She's a quirky one.
It's boring though.
I don't think I've got anything more about that competition. I think I glossed over it there. Who won it?
Jason.
Did he?
Yeah. I said probably he's good at balancing because of the rodeo, because you have to cling onto that ball, right? Or maybe he doesn't do that bit. I can't remember.
I don't think the clown does that.
Someone explained it to us, but I've forgotten. Two people.
He distracts the ball.
Oh, yeah.
When someone falls off it or something.
Yeah. We don't need to know about that.
Paul wants Alex to swap Jessica for Mark. That makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I've written, why doesn't Paul keep his beak out for once? Considering Paul's had safety all this time, why is he so involved in every fucking thing? Why doesn't he just shut his mouth?
Oh yeah, he went in there and said that he wanted that to happen. He said Mark is the only one that will campaign for Dom. It's an A+ move. But then he said he's got to make Alex believe that was her own idea, and then he comes back in later on going, the only way the only way they're agreeing with your plan is if you tell Mark first.
Yeah, that was quite good.
Your
actually.
plan.
Yeah, that was quite good.
That was ingenious.
Yeah.
I was like, hang on a minute, this is like Darren Brown shit where he goes like, this is the winning ticket, and it's not.
Yeah.
And someone pays out hundreds of pounds.
I liked it when Darren Brown did that. No, it was good. It was good. I was impressed with Paul's gameplay. But I still think he's playing too hard. Even though he's playing well, he's still playing too hard. Isn't he? He's playing too hard. He needs to just sit back,
for the audience.
relax.
But it's working on them right now.
What, do you think he's just making scenes?
Or in the diary room?
Yeah. Well, just in general.
Well, yeah, he's very, very aware of his scenes.
Oh,
well, you don't walk around in that outfit if you're not making scenes.
No, that's true.
So Alex then brings Mark in and goes, we want to use you as a pawn. And he goes, against who? Who do you fucking think? You can't change two nominees, can you?
That's true. I've written Paul does look like Alf.
He does.
I had another look at him and I was just like, shit.
It's uncanny.
Yeah.
You have an equal sheet, Paul's furry gilet, but I know how you feel about that. It's a definite eek.
he looks like a Viking in shorts.
Not a bad look. Just needs the hat.
It is a bad look, and with those socks as well, it looks bloody awful.
The purple ones. Thought you'd like them. They've got a recurring pattern.
Sorry, I've got a really bugged up nose. Not very professional.
Alex was eye-rolling at Dominique for putting pressure on people when she wants to speak to the cowboy.
Oh, okay.
Who said she wants to speak to the cowboy? Dominique.
I don't know.
Yeah, because Jason's got the veto. She must have done.
Then Dominique told Jason that someone is a snake. And then Jason said, why would you want to protect the snake? Because she wouldn't say who was the snake. Then Dominique was talking to Alex.
She was in bed?
Yeah. And then Dominique was talking to Alex.
This was so good that instead of writing it down, I've actually screen capped it and I've got the subtitles because they were so fun.
Wow, that's good. Hold on. I'll be one person, you be the other person. Because I've written down most of
What
this.
do you choose? Do you want to be Alex or Dominique?
I'll be Dominique.
You better do a good Dominique voice.
Oh, fuck. I can't do it. I'm just going to not do the voice. How does a snake operate?
Yeah, okay, I've got more of it. No, because I've got it from the start. I'm going to do Dominique.
Oh, hold on. Let's do it from yours then. All right, you do Dominique then.
I want you to consider this. A snake. How does a snake operate?
It slithers.
What have I got? Does it do
You ain't got
something?
because you fucked your bit up.
Oh, okay.
God, sorry, listeners.
It's about how does a snake get to know its surroundings next,
that's
it?
the next bit. No, how does the snake ensure it doesn't run into things?
Oh, does it do the tongue thing?
What tongue?
No. It has to be familiar with this environment. That's saying, Paul, familiar with this environment.
Because he is familiar with the environment.
And snakes will do whatever they have to do to bite you. I wish that went smoother.
Yeah,
because I fucked up my screen caps. It was hard work putting all those screen caps in that note, you know?
I know, but
it didn't go right either.
You missed out the it slithers, which was a good line.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, well, Towie's here now.
Making a right racket.
Hello. Yeah, that went well.
So then Dominique says she wanted a house meeting with everyone, but then she went back to bed. And Alex goes in and goes, well, basically...
Everyone is grasping on Dominique. I don't like it.
And also they're all reporting back to Paul.
And also Dominique is right. Paul is a snake. That's the annoying part.
Yeah, he is a snake in as much as he's not being honest about campaigning against her, and he has been given a chance to. So yeah, Alex is like, Dominique wants the house meeting with everyone. Paul goes, I'm going to call my own party and invite her. So then gets her out of bed,
He
right?
said, I'm going to wake the entire house up.
So Paul's slithering through the house.
There was
Dominique!
A lot of snake sound effects going on here.
There was. Do you want me to start hissing? Or do you want me to talk? She's like, what?
And then Paul said, I'm all ears, but I don't think snakes have ears.
That was good.
I don't think they have ears. I'm pretty sure
Of course they do. No, they do. But they're like little holes on the side of their head, aren't they? Isn't it?
I don't know.
You think they
They
just feel
definitely
it
don't
from
have
their
ears
tongue?
like...
No, not like little mouse ears or
It's
anything.
like a Big Brother style conversation.
So I'm a snake. Do you think I'm a snake?
I think you have snake tendencies.
Yeah. Like he sheds his skin every year.
Snake tendencies.
Um,
And then Dominic said, America will see I was the real one.
I promise unto God, she said. And he goes, okay, you can use the Bible for whatever you'd like, but I'm pretty sure God cannot vouch for you at this moment. So you can swear to God as much as you can. Well, guess what? He's not here to play this game. You are.
And then Dominic said, you're going home.
Did she?
I guarantee you that. Earlier rather than later.
Oh, yeah.
And then Paul said, that's
Real smug coming from the person on the block right now.
Well.
When he said out the gospel, he was like, oh, he is. He's here.
Yeah.
If I'm here, he's here.
That God thing was getting annoying, though. I was quite glad when she went.
Yeah, but just think about what we're not going to see any more of.
What?
Her praying, which is quite fun.
Nah, it's annoying. I don't want to... God botherers everywhere. I had Jehovah's Witnesses knocking at my door the other day. I don't need it.
You thought it was me.
Yeah, I thought it was you. I thought all my takeaway.
What did he say? Do you believe that suffering will ever end?
Yeah.
Obviously not.
Yeah. And I said no. And he said, can I read a passage from the Bible to you? And I went, no. And then shut the door. He was very polite, though. Well turned out,
Did you not say thanks, but no thanks? No?
I just said no and just shut the door. I was very polite.
Sounds it.
I was. What? Stand there letting me read a fucking verse out of the Bible to me?
I'm a Muslim.
Yeah. So then Mark was crying in the diary room again and moping around.
I've got some questions about Big Brother's editing.
Go on.
When they've got someone crying, they cut it up into about 3 sections and use it across about 4 days.
Yeah, do you think?
Yeah, it's the same crying.
They do mess around with the time.
Yeah, the time
a lot
line.
more. A lot more. Sometimes they like airbrush someone out of a scene.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I've heard about this.
Yeah, like if they have like a party and someone already got evicted, but they want to show that scene on another day, they just airbrush that.
I've seen evidence of like 2 shots where that's happened before on Twitter.
Yeah, imagine if we would go mad if they did that on ours. Mind you, they do just as bad things on ours, don't they?
What, like get out of bed now?
Yeah,
exactly.
Great take,
guys.
Good take, guys.
Yeah. I actually watched an American talking about the conspiracy theories, and that was mentioned in it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
She said she didn't think that was like really producing the show. That was just doing a scene, and that was okay. It's not like making a storyline. No. Which I get what she's saying, but you shouldn't do that in Big Brother.
No, that's not okay. I put, why is Jason so keen to use the veto and put Raven up? That's a good question.
Yeah, he got really desperate to put her up for some reason.
Oh, I know
no
why.
one would vote her out.
Yeah, to ensure that Dominique went home.
That was true. Well, it turns out you can actually put her up next to Jessica, and she still goes home. So that is really weird.
So then Paul came to the veto meeting dressed as a snake.
Oh, he borrowed someone's like snake print dress and someone else's snake print leggings, and he put some like black stuff on his face, didn't he?
Yeah. What did you think of that?
I thought it was quite a good idea, actually. It was quite fun. It was
fun
for a scene.
Funny, wasn't it?
It was a bit annoying because it was him, but it was still fun.
What did you think of my RuPaul's drag snake?
That's our new title, potentially.
It's good,
is it too far gone?
It's probably too far gone, but when I thought of it, I was just like...
To be honest with you, I looked at it, I thought that's a lot of characters for a tweet.
I just thought... I felt like I'd been like... had like a light bulb moment because it was...
You thought Jesus had spoken to you.
Had Paul in, had the dragon, and it had the snake in.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'll give you that.
I was so happy with that. I only got like one like when it was about...
Oh, you tweeted it?
1:00 in the morning that I posted that.
Yeah, but it's probably a reasonable time in America.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
Maybe not, actually.
Oh, that makes it even worse. No one cared. But anyway, yeah.
It depends if it's ET or PT or whatever that means.
It was so. But
is that in America too, or is that just Canada?
Oh, no, yeah, they do have that. But thinking about this whole thing more widely...
more analytically, yes.
Yeah. Being called a snake on Big Brother and the whole thing about snakes and Snakegate, and it's just classic.
Especially in a theme surrounded by temptation.
Yeah, it's just classic Big Brother,
fitting,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be Big Brother if there wasn't a whole thing about someone being a snake, would there? It's like,
especially not in this game.
In BB US, BB UK, even in Big Brother Canada, they must have it.
No one's been called a snake in our one this year.
But
I can't remember anyone saying snake since Sally Axel.
People are always getting called a snake. I'm surprised Raph doesn't get called a snake.
No, he's just a super fan.
For sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. If we can get some sparkling water.
So then they did their speeches, and Dominique said, "I was framed by my own team, and Paul has come dressed appropriately."
He has minions in the house, she said, doesn't he? Doesn't he just?
Yeah, just a few. He has disciples. And then Jason said, "Will you join my side if I use the veto on you?" to Dominique. But then he didn't use the veto on her. But he was saying...
What, in that ceremony he said that?
Yeah.
That's not fair to do that.
I know.
No, it didn't get used. I didn't have that down, but that's mean.
Yeah. Then he said why he did that was to like call her out even more or something. Too much airtime for Jason, whatever.
Paul in the diary room said that you better catch a snake by the head.
Really?
Yeah. Oh.
Should you though?
I think so.
No, it would bite you
Fuse
though.
its mouth closed so it can't bite you.
Ooh. Yuck.
You don't want to be holding it by the tail and it comes around and...
Yeah. Like Davon's hair when she sat in that chair one time. You don't know
Just like that.
You don't know about that, Gaz.
Just know about that gif when she walks out that fucking door.
I know! God, that is... there is a lot of Davon gifs and I don't know why.
GIF of the century.
I know we only just learnt how to use gifs, but so many... I'm so tired of seeing the same gifs.
Those gays are using that gif to death. Anything, it's like Davon coming out of a door.
Davon is cool, but can you turn gifs off on Twitter? I might... Even though we do gifs now. I'm getting fed up with them.
No, you can't, but that... should be a thing because
it
imagine if you had a limited data allowance.
Yeah.
All those gifs of Dave On would exhaust it just like that as soon as you open Twitter.
It takes too long to scroll down past all them gifs and the same ones again and again. It's not just Dave On, although
Dre doing the machine gun tits.
Yeah,
that's always
there's just so many. Stop it. Stop gifting.
I'll tell you what's not used enough. There is a gif of that moment in the CGI at the start of that episode where it was the Wrath of Ica and that explosion went off behind her head and her eyes lit up like demons. Yeah. People aren't using that enough.
You should use that one more. Anyway, we're now going to discuss the eviction. So for the eviction episode, Julie Chen had a very interesting outfit on. Let me paint a picture for you. There's a candy striped top with a peace sign necklace.
Yeah, there's a crop top as well.
Ripped jeans.
Yeah, and some sandals.
Yeah, what's that all about, Gaz?
She looked to me like she'd just done a school run. You don't present a TV show in ripped jeans, do you? Who the fuck is styling this woman?
And also, Julie Chen and ripped jeans. Oh, hello.
I thought she's a maxi dress kind of person.
Yeah, it doesn't go together. It's not that.
Oi!
Talking of rips.
Can you imagine comparing what she used to look like in Big Brother 1 to that?
No, she used to be a professional person. Now she's all
but she
casual.
looked like a fusty old newsreader, and now she's like some sort of mom jean wearer.
You know, on BB19 she swore because it's because it's because it's online. It's just online. It's not on TV.
Yeah.
She said fuck you or something, and
to
then
who? Housemate?
Yeah, just when she was presenting, and then laughed about it, sort of thing. Because it was online, trying to be
I'd like to see that.
trying to be all cool. I can't remember what she said, but it was something like that. Stupid.
I got a question about the intro, and I think this is to do with American history. With
American history, okay.
Dominique suspected a Benedict Arnold. What's a Benedict Arnold?
No idea.
Is it like Eggs Benedict?
Come on, mate. Can you
I think
help us
it's
out?
I feel like it's some sort of reference point in American history, some famous person.
Well, I know Benjamin Franklin.
And I know Benedict of our big brother who took that chair out, but I don't think it's him. And also...
You probably misheard.
No, they definitely said a Benedict Arnold.
Benjamin, you said it first. Oh.
Just a Benjamin. A Benjamin Franklin. Who's that? Is that
He's
a
like
prime
one
minister?
of the
President? It's like when Americans talk about English stuff and I'm like, oh, stop that.
No, I like it. I like it when people get things wrong.
And then referring to Jason, I'm sure I heard the term whistle
nut. That's his nickname.
That's his nickname. How do you know that?
Because because one, he has it written on the back of one of his t-shirts.
It looks like a Marlboro ad for cigarettes.
That's his rodeo clown name. That's like his alter ego, Whistle Nut. Yeah,
it's like the Greek.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for clearing that up.
No problem. Hashtag, but first.
But first, Julie said, harsh words aren't the only thing being thrown around the house.
Oh, yeah. So you heard about the hot sauce thing before it actually happened.
It on Twitter.
So were people all going mad about it?
I think that person I saw tweet was, you can't throw hot sauce around.
Yeah, someone tweeted me about it. I was like, oh, you think your big brother's bad? This is what just happened on ours. It's just like, I thought someone had got thrown out or something, but...
I don't think ours is bad.
Yeah.
Our house was literally embroiled in a riot.
Yeah.
This is Jason getting some hot sauce in his face. I don't think that's comparable.
Yeah, that wasn't Jason, it was Josh.
That's why I meant the other J. Maybe I should do a disclaimer. I just took a tablet and it's made me go a little bit woozy.
Gaz has got a bit of headache and a bit of dental pain. I'll give him an ibuprofen and codeine. He only had one, but he's obviously a lightweight because now he's gone funny. So anything he says now, just don't hold it against him.
I'm on rum and codeine, that's why.
Rum and codeine. So anyway, we'll get onto that. So first we've got the veto aftermath.
Aftermath.
Yeah. What?
Do you say math? Aftermath or aftermath?
Yeah. Aftermath, apparently. Shut up. So then Dominique was trying to talk to Elena, and then Mark was kind of stuck between Elena and Dom, but he's
stuck between.
He's siding with Elena because he's sleeping with Elena.
Yeah, she said Elena said Dominique came for me and I didn't do anything. Mm-hmm. So this is a struggle between Mark's loyalty towards Dominique, who he said is like a sister to him.
Racist. And
what? Why?
Sister
like
speak,
sister,
isn't it?
sister.
Yeah. Hey sister. Hey sister. Oh sister. Just a commonly used term for a black person, isn't it? Sister. Gaz, don't just giggle on the podcast. You need to hold your end of the bug. Gaz is like slumped against the wall.
Jessica was crawling to Raven and Elena.
Yeah, I've got that.
On Cody, she said, honestly...
Codeine.
Honestly, I think all of it was a mistake. I wish I could have avoided it. Until he walks back in the door. Yeah, Jessica said that about that whole thing, where she was trying to like get back in. Raven wasn't buying it.
Fuck Raven, I think she's boring. I like Jessica. You said you think Jessica's disgusting. You said you think she's a bad person and ugly inside and out. I think
I said she's rough as arsehole.
Oh yeah, that was it. I think
she's rough. I don't think she's as attractive as she looks.
I think she's beautiful. You don't think she's as attractive as she looks? That doesn't make sense.
I mean, like, as she presented herself to being a VT.
I think she's quite beautiful. Like, when I look at her, I think, oh,
you get some twinges. Like...
Not a twinge. I'm not gay, but I'm not.
What if Jessica?
Be gay?
What if you were blindfolded and Jessica? The lines are blurring.
I think she's quite beautiful. She does look like Ariana Grande.
Yeah, who's been through the fucking mill.
I like her.
I think she looks rough.
I like her evil personality as well. I'm team Jessica and Cody.
Who's the most attractive female in this house?
Jessica. By a mile, in my opinion.
Really?
Who's yours?
I'm trying to think who's in there.
Elena, Dominique, Raven,
Alex.
Yeah.
I think Dominique.
She's gone now. Can't have her.
I can't have her. Alex.
Really? Those are not conventional choices, though. Those are like the offbeat choices.
I don't want someone that looks like they should be on the front of a magazine.
Why not?
I don't know. I just think that she doesn't when she's like not
You
looking
think
pristine, she looks
herself.
rough.
You think she rates herself?
Yeah, and that's
when
what she's got.
When she's not got the false eyelashes on. That's not all she's got, because she's also a comp beast, so...
Comp beast.
You leave her alone.
Hardly a comp beast yet.
Well, she just won that one.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it... One comp win does not make one a beast.
Wow. Gaz is being an absolute freak, guys. You got to help me out.
One win a comp beast does not make.
Gaz is going to listen back to this tomorrow and not remember anything he said.
God.
Let's try and get some information out of Gaz that we want to know.
It's like Raph in the diary room drunk after we didn't make it. Neither have I.
Okay, now we've got the pool.
Oh, the
thing.
pool section.
Okay.
That's the pool table, not the pool.
Now, explain to me, why are straight men so fucking competitive? What is the problem? Although Josh not sure if he's
Josh
straight.
might not be a straight man.
No, he said he was.
Yeah, but he walks around like a woman.
But seriously, the level of competitiveness over a pool game it's absolutely ridiculous.
No, but it wasn't about the pool, though. It's because they'd made that bet that the person that didn't win it had to down that. But
let's explain it for people who don't watch the programme. If they didn't win the pool, they have to drink pickle juice and hot sauce mixed together. Is that right?
Yes, I have a little cup.
I've put...
Wait. The problem was that Josh had scratched on the 8-ball.
You scratched the 8-ball.
What the fuck does that mean?
It mean he accidentally tapped it. Yeah, with
his cue.
Yeah, you're only allowed to hit it once. You're only allowed to hit it once, whereas he tapped it and then hit it again. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, like he'd already accidentally hit it once.
With the cue or with the white ball?
With the cue.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've written Mark Roid Rage. He didn't seem like that was a normal level of rage about someone scratching that 8-ball, did it? Unless we're talking an 8-ball of cocaine, heroin and ecstasy, then I would understand that level of anger. But we're talking about a game of pool in the back garden.
Magic 8-ball. Don't count on it. I don't know, I felt like...
Eat your pickle juice.
That's what we said.
Yes.
I felt that the level of rage was quite controlled. It wasn't like...
Are you joking? It was absolutely insane.
No, it wasn't like...
Control?
It wasn't like Deborah trying to get out the front door. It wasn't like...
It was worse.
It wasn't like Lowton, like, really having a go. I felt like it was comedy anger.
It was comedy because it was so fucking ridiculous.
Because, like, really, if you were really that angry, those two guys going at each other like that, you'd have thumped someone in the face.
Yeah.
And in Big Brother USA, you probably can get away with that.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Someone got thrown out for doing that.
Yeah, but, like... I would have said that for this, hot sauce in the eye, he should have been hauled into the diary room and got a telling off, and you don't see that.
You don't see...
Did it happen or not?
You don't get warnings on BBUS.
Well, you should. How are you going to control them?
Well, you just get called to the diary room and thrown out if you've done anything bad enough.
Oh. That's not fair. You should give them a warning for doing wrong.
Well,
look at Chanel. She's had 10.
Someone went off on one once and then they threw their mic in the swimming pool and then the Big Brother was going, stop that, and then they kept doing it and then they threw them out. And then Alison Grodner, who's the producer, came over the thing, so you knew it wasn't Big Brother anymore, it was like the producer, then you know you're in trouble because you knew it was
like, for years, right?
Yeah, it's like Sound of the Producer.
You know that woman that casts this show
Robin
also
Cass.
casts Canada.
Yeah.
Casting.
Yeah,
Is she American or Canadian?
She's American, but she's a twat.
Why are they letting her go over there casting their show in Canada? Can't they get their own people to cast their show?
I don't know, because Canada's got a better...
It's cast differently, it feels like.
Yeah,
it's the
although
same
the
woman.
cast has actually been good this year, so I'll give her a break.
Yeah, I like it. Well done, casting.
But normally,
good job.
Well, normally it's racist and like at least there's one older
Are
person.
you racist? You're in.
Yeah, but there could be more older people. But to be fair, the casting of Cody is just that's all you need. That's all you need on the cast, as far as I'm concerned. So the hot sauce in the face, and then
so then Josh comes out in retaliation with a bottle of mayo and a bottle of ketchup towards.
He's like that guy during that task, isn't he? With doing the punishment.
Yeah, he was. In fact, he would have done a better job.
Yeah,
than
he
that
did
guy.
actually.
So he comes barreling up to Mark, who's sat next to Elena. Elena goes, "Get away from me right now," which is also what I'd have said too.
Yeah.
To him. And Mark literally, was drenched in that sauce.
Yeah. You said he looked sexy, covered in sauce.
He did. It was nice.
He's disgusting. I can't believe you fancy him. He looks like a gormless twat.
Don't waste that sauce.
Let me wash it off for you. And then Mark goes, you still think you won the game? You scratched on the 8-ball. I asked you as a man. Did you beat me as a man? This is about a game.
I think he said, yeah, I did win that game.
This is about a game of pool. A game of pool. They're nearly getting thrown out the house for violence. People are having to get in between them in a row about condiments.
Who got in between them?
Kevin was one of them.
So then Mark had to go and take a shower in this outside shower.
Oh, yeah, we have those, don't we?
Is that... Well, not like that. Is that... It was like an ice bucket challenge shower. Like you pull a handle and it just dumps a load of water over you. That was cool.
Maybe it's for after tasks when you get covered in gunk.
A quick wash down, courtesy of Big Brother. I liked it. Better than Callum having to get on a bike for you, isn't it?
Oh. Take it on board. But was this a big thing? Are we treating it with the amount of gravitas? I think we're treating it with the exact amount of gravitas that it deserves, doesn't it? Who cares?
I think we're giving it the gravitas that it deserves.
Yeah.
Unlike Big Brother, who's just like, oh, fuck it. Let them chuck whatever they like in each other's eyes.
But it is bad. Could you be blinded by hot sauce in the eye?
Depends how hot it is. But also, it's brine. That's vinegar too. That is going to be stinging like a bitch.
I like it when Josh gets angry, though. He's
always
idiot.
angry.
He's a twat.
I'm surprised he didn't just cry.
And then Josh was in the pool, wasn't he, going off on a rant. And everyone was like sat round him. And Josh is like sat in the pool like going mad.
He said, it's not about you hurting me, it's about you disrespecting me.
And then Josh went, you were plotting to get rid of Paul, to Mark. And then Paul went to Dominique. Yeah. What are you nodding your head at? Fuck off, Paul. Who do you think you are?
That's funny though.
He's such a little despot.
Bitchy.
I can't stand it.
Well, Josh started to like talk about loyalty and game and stuff, didn't he? And he said, you made it personal, and I made it about game.
He said, you and Christmas were plotting against Paul, to Mark. And Josh said, I am a man of my word. And then he said, has anyone else got something to say? Because I've got all day.
Who said that? Mark?
Josh.
And then he went, from here on out, don't talk to me, don't address me, don't look at me.
Oh, and this is when him and Jessica had a row as well.
Oh, yeah, but before that, I don't know what I was talking about, but he said, name one person in this room who's in the garden.
In the room.
That's
and
the
then
Jessica bit.
Jessica goes, oh, what did you say about Christmas to Josh? And she said, your words mean nothing, because Josh said he either was or wasn't going to vote Christmas out. Can't remember now.
It's when he said he was Christmas was trying to reinsert herself into the group.
And then Paul said in the diary room, oh, Jessica should be staying under the radar right now. And then Josh said to Jessica, boo-boo, it's not a good look for you. And Jessica went, don't call me boo-boo, sweetheart. I wouldn't like someone calling me boo-boo either. I'm glad she called him sweetheart.
So then I noticed at this point, it was the end of a segment, and they like to put some tweets on the screen.
Oh, I like those tweets.
And somebody who I looked her up, and we happened to follow each other.
Oh, nice. Because the Big Brother community is small.
So Aubra Marie BB, she said,
what Marie BB?
Aubra.
Okay.
Like Aubrey. AUBRA Marie BB tweeted, that hot sauce would be good on a meatball. I thought that was genius.
Yeah, some of those tweets are good. But sometimes they're like the ex-housemates tweeting, I noticed.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
Unless it was Ryan Rutledge, but I don't think he watches this one.
And the next thing was the Halting Hex, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Go and do the voice, Gaz.
House guests! No, that's not it. House guests.
I tell us Scooby-Doo.
Shaggy. House guests. No, what is it again?
House guests.
Boys in blue. A nominations go. House guests. It's time to return to the den of temptation.
That's just my normal laugh. And someone was called in.
For fuck's sake.
The Halting Hex. What happened to Scope?
As soon as you see them go in, it's just an envelope. You know it's not them.
But what about?
But you have to see them open the fucking thing.
It's the worst one is afterwards when you know who's got it. Then they're still coming in. But Gaz, how shocked were you that Jessica got the Halting Hex?
Hang on a minute. America are gameplay in here. They know.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What?
Maybe it's all false.
What do you mean?
CBS rigged it. Perhaps the public vote counts for nothing. It don't cost you.
No, I think it's because... Well, I don't know what you think. I was really shocked because Jessica's obviously a massive cunt. And then I think it's because people hate Paul.
No,
and
but you can't vote for Paul again.
No, that's what I mean. I think they're tired of Paul running the house. So they wanted Jessica to get it.
To get his comeuppance because she's the direct opposition.
I'm surprised it wouldn't be like Kevin getting it or someone popular like that. Because I don't think people actually... I mean, I have no idea what people actually think of the housemates because I've not looked on Twitter or on Jokers or anything.
Yeah, but we just have our own opinions, I suppose.
But I'd be very surprised if people actually like Jessica.
Well, if people have any sense that they want to make a good show, they should be Jessica. And actually, the way this entire thing has played out has been...
perfect.
You couldn't write it better, really.
That's why I'm shocked that the idiot general American public actually did the right thing. No offence, that's a quote from our show.
That is a surprise, but maybe they really do know how to make their show good.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, like, I don't know if it makes a difference that you have to go to a website and do it. Only the people that really care are going to do it, possibly.
I've heard that.
Like, with us,
before.
because you've got a phone number and it's in your hand, it's not too hard to vote on our Big Brother. Maybe that makes a difference.
Yeah, no, I've heard that theory before. It says it can be used over the next 4 evictions. 4.
Well, she's had 2 already. This is the second week already.
But 4 evictions. There's only been 1 eviction
so far. That is long.
And she was on the block, the first one. She still didn't use it.
Halting Fix rise. Eviction night dies.
Oh, I can't wait to hear those words.
The temptation has been accepted. And this consequence will affect the whole house. You will learn more in due time. Why do they say in due time and not due course?
I don't know. But I thought if she actually had used it that week...
I thought she was going to, but she was confident. I was quite surprised.
But if she had, and no one would have gone home, Cody would have had to compete against even less people. Because Dominic wouldn't have gone home. So Cody would have...
Too much for my codeine addled brain.
Cody would have only had to compete against Gillian and Cameron. There would have been no Dominic evicted.
Yeah,
See what I'm saying?
You're right.
So this was the eviction. I thought Dominique looked really nice, actually. She was wearing pink, and it really suited her. Looked very, very nice. Do you remember that?
She was also wearing pink in something before the show, a VT or in the titles or something. I've got a vision of her in pink.
Pink.
A vision in pink.
Pink is a good colour for her.
Only with one ear out. She likes to put one ear.
No, does she? What are you talking about?
That's just a memory of the titles or something.
In Jessica's speech that she didn't address her housemates at all. She just did a message to her mum and to Cody if he's watching.
What did she say? Have you got a t-shirt with my face on it?
No. And then Dominic, have you got Dominique's speech?
Dominique did like a little rap at the start.
It was so long.
She said...
Did you write it all down for that?
I couldn't because it was good when it started off and it was rhyming and then it stopped rhyming and it was crap.
She just went on and on and I was like, shut up.
She says, it's never easy to witness a false fact. It's never easy to dribble the ball back. So I dribbled to scribble through all that. Dunking hope against hope. I call this very moment. And then it just went weird and didn't make any sense.
Yeah, and I was just waiting for Julie to go, okay, put a sock in it. Because sometimes Julie does, if they go on too long, she'll just be like, shut up.
Really?
Yeah, she'll be like, sit down. Or thank you. Basically, she means shut the fuck up.
I liked it. It was weird, like dribble to scribble.
Yeah, that's
dribble
nice.
the ball back. Was she some kind of Premiership footballer?
And then they just had this shot of Paul's face, and he looked so fucking smug. And do you know what it reminded me of? When Nedda used to sit there, just when Gary went home, when Cassandra went home, it was like that. And I thought, Paul, the same fate is going to befall you as it did Nedda.
Go bye.
Pride comes before a fall, doesn't it? So
who said that in our Big Brother recently? Someone said that.
I don't know. So, Paul, take your stock phrases. Friendship, pissed, never cared.
Definitely are stock phrases, those.
And get the hell out. Yeah, so
I'm going to drink more drink. I don't think I should.
No, you should. So then Jessica did not invoke the halting hex. That was brave, wasn't it? She must have known then that
there must have been such a negative feeling towards Dominique. Because if you think, like, going into this week, you would never have thought that Jessica going up against anyone would survive.
No, I know. It's mad, isn't it?
Nobody in the house you
And
would
that
have
is
thought.
all Paul's doing. From what I've seen, that was all Paul's doing.
No, it was Alex's plan.
Mind control. Dominique. Jesus. Christmas, I've put boob laces and hopping into the diary room. Did you notice Christmas was wearing boob laces?
No, I didn't actually.
Boob laces are everywhere.
A boob lace really gets past me as well.
I know.
Sounds like me.
Gosh.
Probably didn't notice because it didn't have like a tiger's face printed below the tits, and I'm used to that now.
Where was God during this eviction? Why was he not looking out for Dominique?
Oh, he's there, baby. I don't know. Where was he? Maybe he was over Deborah and Hannah on our Big
yeah,
Brother.
that's probably true, actually, yeah.
Here's a question for you. So when it came to the votes, like I know it was a complete whitewash and it was all for Dominique.
Racist.
Everyone voted against Dominique, but like if you were Mark and you really felt like you cared about your friendship with Dominique, why wouldn't you just give her the vote?
Because they're pussies. They just do a sheep vote.
Because he's worried that people are going to work it out, and then like he'll be tarnished from that.
That's not how it works on BBUS. Well, you vote one, you vote all. You do what Paul says, and that's that. It's true. It's always the way. Yes.
Also, do you know what? Why can't these house guests who Ramses calls himself a superfan even say, "I vote to evict"? Because they say cast your vote or whatever, they always get confused and go, "I cast to vote." Ramsey said, "I cast to vote to evict." What a fucking idiot!
I know, they always stumble on it, don't they? It's like
all you've got to say is like 2 words. I vote to evict whoever.
Or just say the name.
Yeah, to avoid confusion.
Sometimes in the past, there's been someone in the house who's just had a nickname. Say, for example, Davon. They used to call her like Mama Day, and so someone would go in the diary and say, "I vote to evict Mama Day," and then Julie Chen would be like, "I need the full name."
Really, that's so fucking anal.
I know, so because Julie Chen don't know who Mama Day is because she don't watch the show. Yeah. Davon's getting a lot of mentions on this. If you like a mention of Davon on BB on Blast, send us a gif of Davon walking out that door or going pretends to be shocked.
Yeah, I ain't seen it before.
Hold on. What did Paul whisper to Dominique as she left the house?
Apparently, he said philosophy outside the house. Now, to me, that's not a complete sentence.
No. And then Dominique said she's going to pray on whether to be friends with Paul.
Well, didn't Jesus teach us to turn the other cheek?
Yeah, forgive and forget.
Sound like that fucking vicar off bots bit on the side. She taught me that.
I felt sorry for Dominique. She felt.
What did she feel?
Shut up.
She seemed like a babe. I like her.
She seemed upset, and she was done dirty by those racists in the house.
And
just desperate to get a black woman out of the house. They are.
Then the best thing about it was that at the end of her speech, she said, she basically said, "I'm sorry if I falsely accused anybody of anything," which I thought was really not. No, she didn't. But she did have that little disclaimer.
She said she was ready to go back in the house. Oh, God. And then Julie had a really awkward interview with all the old housemates, didn't she? With Cameron, Gillian and Cody, all sat on stools outside the house.
Yeah, so that began. And
that was orcs.
So I was flabbergasted when she said to Cameron, "Who do you think left after you?" And I thought, what? You've kept him in a hole this whole time. He's been in a bolt hole. No, because I thought that this was a reaction to losing Cody, and that production had thrown this idea in now because they don't want to lose Cody yet, and they knew he'd get it back. They planned that from the start, and they put Cameron into a bolt hole.
They do this every year. They do it every year.
Yeah, they did it last year.
Yeah,
apparently.
and the reason you also know is because Cameron hasn't been on Twitter. And obviously he's a super fan, so he would have been tearing it up on Twitter.
Have you been looking at his Twitter?
No, but I heard it on other podcasts.
Okay.
But Gaz, did you seriously think that's what they do? They put him in a hotel. So Cameron's been in a hotel on his own.
That's costing CBS a fortune.
I know.
And they're not even making any money at public votes.
And he can't go on the internet, so he's obviously just having to watch having to watch DVDs and stuff. That's funny that you were shocked by that. Gaz, you're such a noob.
No, because I really thought, they can't have planned to put someone back in.
Of course, it's all planned. None of it's a fix.
It's all planned.
It was nice to see Cody again, wasn't it? I love Cody. Cody's my bae.
It's like your Charlotte for Black Jungle Snake. He does not listen to this though, is he? Because he don't watch BB19 Black Jungle Snake.
Oh, he'll listen to it anyway because he's a super fan. He's a BB on Blast super fan.
Cody's face when Dominique walked out. He looked kind of shocked. But the truth is,
he looked well shocked.
He sowed those seeds against her in the initial.
But did you see them? They were trying to like whisper to each other and trying to talk to each other.
Yeah, Julie goes chatting later.
Yeah,
like at school,
I know.
Like...
Yeah, because they were like trying to share information, weren't they?
He was desperate to get intel. Immediately, he's like...
Because he knew he was going back in. And he held it. Did you notice he held her hand as well?
Dominique?
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, he like held her hand.
He's a sweetheart.
Yeah. Cody? Oh,
yeah.
He's got a heart of gold.
Yeah, and so another thing about the on-screen tweets, some fucking moron was calling Gillian a queen.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I only noticed Gillian spelled her name with a J for the first time.
It's the wrong way, that's why.
Gillian is pathetic. And
the thing is, we've been watching that name come up in those titles for like weeks.
I know, and we still didn't notice. No. And then Dominique, I think she misunderstood the concept of the battle back because she said, I'm hoping we all do well in the battle back. That's not how the battle back works, I'm afraid. Gillian said she'd target Raven or Elena. What the fuck is the point in that?
But she didn't know what's going on anyway.
No. I liked what Cody said. He said, getting back in, it would be a target-rich environment. It's nice, isn't it?
That's the philosophy outside the house for you.
And he said, I'd have to listen to what Jess said or she'd punch me. And he reiterated that a few times since then, didn't he?
Well, he's going to follow Jess's lead, yeah.
Yeah, but do you think he actually will? He seems to be so far, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Well, he's got to for now.
So there will be 3 epic battles to fight back into the house. Right?
Are we going straight on to Battle Back?
Yes. Did you get spoilers on Battle Back?
Sort of. I wasn't 100% sure, but I was vaguely aware.
Had you seen a picture of Cody somewhere?
I think so, yeah. Just one thing.
I was so lucky not to be spoilerised, you know.
Yeah, and you lasted a long time.
Oh my god, go on.
I just wanted to say thank you to somebody because I put this
Thanks somebody
because I put this as a
get someone out.
Shut up a minute.
Shut up.
On the last episode,
shut up.
Whatever we call these, on the last podcast, I asked for tips on where we can watch the live feed from the UK, and at Shelby the Best 7 tweeted me to tell me it was that BMX TV site.
And Joseph told you.
And Joseph also told me as well, yes. So I just wanted to say thank you to her. Thank you, and I did make use of that yesterday.
And thank you to Joseph.
And thanks to Joseph, but I thanked him directly already.
All right, don't be a bitch.
Okay, so the battle back stuff. Now, Julie was dressed as a flamenco dancer for some reason.
I put she's wearing an old red curtain.
Yeah, it was definitely curtain.
I was annoyed because they had to win and then they had to fight someone in the house as well. I was like, oh fuck.
I liked it. It was good for the tension building.
What if they win and then they have to fight and then they lose? And I was... you know me, you know I'm such a Cody stan. And then,
yeah, you are.
I was just thinking, oh my god, imagine if it had been Cameron or Gillian or Dominique.
Cameron was getting on my tits from before the competitions even started.
He was so just the sound of his voice was irritating.
And did you not think, like, thank God he went first week?
Yeah.
But back then you were like, oh, I think maybe it would have been fun to watch. And I was like, don't waste my time with him.
Yeah, he was so bugging. So they come into the arena.
They got run through that fucking smoke.
Cameron's like, woo! Gillian's like, woo!
Cody's just like the Terminator.
He is like the Terminator, actually. And it was Evictionville.
So I think that it looks reminiscent of the Big Brother Village. I think Evictionville's maybe 60 miles north of our Big Brother Village.
It does, because it's got all the shop fronts we have on BB UK.
Flowers.
It was
actually
weird,
not flowers, but like
weird,
street furniture.
But do you know what? I had this feeling that even though I didn't know Cody had won, had this feeling Cody had won all the way through, because when he was doing his diary rooms,
you can tell, he
looked happy. Like I could just see this look in his eyes, like he was... Like he'd seen Zen. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you can tell from the DRs.
And I thought that at first because I was like, he's in the diary room, so it must be him. But then they put them all in the diary room to do it. Yeah.
But there was just something about the look in his eye that I just thought, I don't know, but I might have just been kidding. I might have just been kidding myself.
Probably were,
but
it turns out.
I was hopeful. And Cody said, I want to kick indoors and wreck people's games. Yeah. So the first competition...
Smash Jessica's back doors in, that's for sure.
Oh, well, yeah, probably am. So the first competition was maze race. Do you want to describe how that works, girls?
The aim was to stop your balls from dropping.
Ball dropping jokes a go-go.
So it's like a big puzzle with a pinball type thing in it, and it's got holes in it, and you can maneuver it by a rope and pulley system.
But the
quite Survivor in essence, this game.
But the thing they had to work out was it actually goes in the opposite direction to what the way you pull it.
How it has to be.
Yeah,
to make that work.
Yeah, but they were confused at first, weren't they? It wasn't going the right way, sort of thing.
That's true.
Yeah, the controls were inverse. And that's what it said. Cody said this game needs finesse, and I don't have it.
Turns out.
Luckily, they didn't either. And again, Cameron's going, "Oh, I know how to do a Rubik's Cube, so I'll be good at this." Like, okay, mate.
Well, he did manage it in the end. But
I've written, Gillian is a twat. Go home. Stop wasting our time.
She didn't look like she'd got like her lips are all like weird, like she's been like doing some drugs or something.
You got to pass the time in sequester.
Look like a crack whore.
Gas. God, perhaps she's been down to wherever it was.
Just an opinion.
Where she got her surgery.
Oh yeah, the have not room. Cody said at one point that he was one step after he won that. He said, "I'm one step closer to seeing Jess." I thought that was nice. That was actually what he was concerned about.
Him and Jess are a real thing. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's not going to last.
They're like John, James, and Josie.
No, they're not. No one's going to be buying any decks.
That was so tense, though. That maze. I was just like, I was literally.
It was well shot as well.
Yeah,
it was well filmed.
I was on the edge of my seat. And then it was because Cody won, and then Cameron came second, so he got to go through to the next round.
I've written Cameron is screaming in the diary room. I hope that room has good soundproofing.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
How far away from the house is that?
That's a good point.
Because you'd hear that other house
it's downstairs. Like they just go through a door downstairs. Yeah,
it's under the ground.
Yeah,
that's a good idea to put your diary room in your basement.
Cameron is such a twat, I've written.
Yep, ain't that the truth?
So Gillian and Dominic, we had to say goodbye to them. Oh well.
Oh.
God wasn't there once again.
But also kind of was, because Gillian didn't get in. Thanks, God.
Yeah. And then Cameron went to Cody. Hey, I didn't lose every comp. I came second in this one. Well, you did fucking lose it then, didn't you, you little bitch? So the second competition was billboard bashers.
So, you have to use a launcher to catapult your balls at a billboard, which has 10 panels on it. And you've got to, like, flip them over, flip them down.
Flip that HOH look.
Yeah. Those balls looked too soft, didn't they?
Yeah.
And too light. They were like, boing. Like, they were like those ones in that dodgeball task when Gary was launching his blue balls at people.
Yeah.
Did Cameron have blue balls?
Yeah.
Or did Cody have blue? I think Cody had blue balls and Cameron had red balls.
Yeah.
Either way.
When Cameron was winning.
Not great, is it?
When Cameron was winning.
It was intense.
Honestly, I was just like... I was in pieces.
But...
I was in pieces.
If he had got through, he would hopefully have lost to whoever had to face him. That would have been actually quite fun.
Thank God Cody actually worked out that you needed to do
He had to soften up his technique.
You need to do a soft lob.
He's too hard on those balls.
But with Cameron was like quite a way ahead, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was like... But what went wrong for Cameron...
He was all over the place.
He knocked them out, like in no particular order.
Yeah.
Whereas... Cody had like two left, one on top of each other, so it's better to aim at.
Yeah.
And he also kind of went systematically along.
Yeah.
That was like,
that's what I thought.
That was the cold-hearted Marine in him. Logical.
Cody was so determined. He was just like, Cameron said Cody is a stone-faced monster. And then after...
That's definitely one description for him.
And then after Cody won, in the diary room, he said, oh well, at least Cameron enjoyed 2 more hours in the house.
Yeah, and he looked at a watch which he didn't have on, which is quite funny.
And then Cameron said, I'm immediately depressed. And Julie said, please say goodbye to Cody and exit the yard.
Cody didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, Cody's like, bye-bye.
I see Cameron. I don't care.
And Cameron said, you're a beast to Cody. And then Cameron in the diary room said, my Big Brother summer is over. It was over 4 weeks ago, mate. Off you pop. Back on Twitter.
So... Now, Cody was able to choose what game he would play against the other housemates.
Were you surprised that he chose Maze Race?
Nah.
Why?
because it was easier
Yeah.
than the ball thing. And
Yeah.
I think, like...
Because he'd practiced it.
Yeah, I think, like, if you go against someone in the maze race and they're doing well, all they've got to do is fall down that hole and they're right back to the start.
Yeah.
So, like, if someone falters and you're
Yeah.
going smoothly, which
Yeah.
he knows you already can, you're plain sailing.
I was quite surprised that he chose that one, but it's such a fix. I know they would go, oh, the maze is different, but the fact that he's
It
practiced...
actually looked easier second time around. There were, like, less holes towards the end.
And the fact that he's had one practice on it...
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, the chances of him...
Yeah, but
actually...
they want that. They want that person to
I
get
know
in.
they do, but the fact that... I don't know, it's just... It's pointless in a way, but I was glad... Believe me, I was glad. Believe me. So then the other fucking idiots, Julie Chen comes on the screen. She announced the battle back. I've written, close your mouth, Mark. Jessica looked very, very happy. She was perched on the edge of the sofa. Josh said he wanted Dominique or Gillian to come back in. Jessica said, I really want to vomit. Paul went, it's not chill, whatever, I'm not excited, pissed.
It's a good impression.
And then Paul was like having a go at Jessica, going, oh, you look very pleased with yourself. It's like, oh yeah, she's excited at the thought of her boyfriend coming back into the house and getting laid. Like, wouldn't you be, Paul, you fucking miserable twat? Like, you'd be excited if you got a new item of horrific clothing
Pair
to
of
wear.
socks.
Yeah. And then the housemates had to all choose one person to face off against Cody. And
Now, I want to see
Go
the
on.
deliberations before this happened, because
Yeah.
they all came in and they weren't allowed to vote for themselves, and they all voted for Paul. Not one person didn't vote for Paul, right?
Paul didn't. 'Cause he wasn't allowed.
Who did he vote for?
Alex. But Julie said...
Who did Jessica vote for?
Even Jessica voted for Paul. Because she probably wanted to see Paul versus Cody. Do you know what I mean? But actually, it would have been better for her to vote for, I don't know,
Raven.
Kevin or something. Yeah, exactly. But Julie said, if you want...
Christmas. You should have voted for
yeah,
Christmas.
yeah. And make her do the balls one. But Julie said, if you want someone to return, then pick your weakest house guest. So I thought that was interesting that she kind of threw that idea out there. Like, if you don't...
Yeah, but like realistically,
I
out
know.
of the whole house, only
Yeah.
Jessica wanted Cody back.
Yeah. But Paul's bitches all picked him, so whatever. But then it was like, you couldn't have written it better, really, could you?
No.
It's the two alphas, once again,
Yeah.
facing off.
Chanel versus Sue. No, I mean...
So they're all sat on the sidelines, and out of the dry ice, out comes Cody. And Jessica says, out of the smoke comes Cody. This is like a fairy tale. I've written, Paul takes his gay jacket off. That's offensive.
He also started off the task topless.
Did he?
Yeah, I thought, what the fuck are you doing? But then they made him put on that battle back vest. Yeah.
And him and Cody had a very firm handshake, like at the start of a job interview. And Cody said, I knew from the start they'd pick Paul. He's a great competitor. Cody likes his rivalry with Paul, doesn't he?
It's his storyline, and he knows it.
He enjoys it. So they did maze race. Hashtag Cody versus Paul. And they were both, did you notice that while Julie was explaining the rules, they're both like looking at the maze, like working out their route.
Their route.
Yeah, their route, yeah. And then, what happened? Cody said, Jess is looking on. It's the battle of the alphas. And he took it at a slow and steady pace. And Paul said he didn't want to pay attention to Cody's board and freak himself out, which is fair enough. Cody was quite...
He was quite ahead,
He was
wasn't
quite a long way ahead the whole time.
He said he looked over at one point and realised Paul was really far behind as well.
So it made him even more chill. And Jessica said...
Maze race and chill.
And then Jessica said, if Cody blows this, I'll kill him. And then Cody won.
All she wants him to blow is his load all over her face.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I know. Did you see
Cody
the way
won,
Did you see
yeah.
the way she clung on to him? She's like a little koala
Bush
on
baby.
his back.
Yeah. It's like one of those little squirrels.
Yeah, like Paul was waiting
Yeah.
to shake hands
Behind, awkwardly.
Yeah.
That was good.
And then the first thing Jessica said to him, have you got it?
No.
She said, don't do anything crazy until I catch you up on everything.
Yeah. No, I don't remember that now. I got something that was spliced into that task. I think it was Josh, probably in the diary room, what he's had to say about Cody.
Yeah.
He said, I don't think me and Cody could ever be friends, at least in this house.
I know.
You think they're going to be friends outside? What are you going to do? Go for meatballs together? Nah.
Go to the latest race riots and kick off like Cody enjoys doing in his spare time. Do you not know about that?
Race
You
riots?
know about Cody being transphobic? We talked about that in a podcast.
I've seen that clip, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Cody also said when there was like race riots going on, because like
What does a race riot mean?
Like,
Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, basically like the police killed a black person like they always do in America, and then
and here.
well, yeah, and here, but more so there, and there was all riots kicking off because of it. Because, you know...
And he just went down for the fun of it?
Yeah, he just went down just because he said it was a laugh.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Well, it went looting or something.
Yeah, he just went down because he said he liked the atmosphere.
That's a man that's been, like, scarred by war.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's his environment, isn't it? Like, being, like, in that sort of...
Yeah, that's home in the carnage.
That's why during that the traffic task, when people were shouting at him, he loved it. He loved it. So yeah, I was so happy that Cody's back in the house. I love Cody. It's not that I love him as a person. I think he's horrible.
It's the entertainment.
It's just Cody's expression is
He's
worth...
insane.
His one expression from him is worth more than Raven, Eleanor, Mark. Do you know what I mean? Like 10, you could throw 5 housemates out and have one Cody. It wouldn't make any difference. It's true. And Jessica has the halting hex, so you know Cody is safe for at least a week, and now we know 2 weeks. So then at the end, did you notice after like Julia's like, yeah, let's eavesdrop on the house or whatever?
Yeah.
Did you see Paul was like pointing at the maze and he was going, oh, I almost beat him here on this bit, like pointing at the maze, like, and he said,
so what, mate?
Yeah,
you didn't win.
And then he went, oh, and Cody did say that Cameron almost beat him as well. Like Paul's trying to like justify the fact that he lost.
That is lame.
What a twat.
I don't know where this happened, but I just got like another random thing that I spotted. There was some Sprite in the house, in the kitchen, and it was blue Sprite. Like the bottle was blue. Now it looked like it was like cloudy lemonade, but then I thought maybe ours just looks different because the bottle is green. Maybe in America the bottle of Sprite has always been blue.
No, is it fuck? No, that's bullshit. Must be a special kind.
Maybe.
Guys, can you let us know about that, please?
Bring us up to speed with this.
Email us at bbonblastpod@gmail.com.
Subject line, blue Sprite.
Dictator.
Poison blue.
And now on to the final episode, the 8th. OH.
Seamless.
And we just watched this episode, so we should be able to remember it, right?
Yeah, just about.
Right? So Cody reiterated he's going to listen to what Jessica says from now on, so that's good.
Yeah, he came in, and do you remember the first thing that he'd done in the house?
No.
Downed a bottle of Gatorade.
Did he?
Yeah. Got to get those electrolytes back.
Paul said, great, fantastic. I just evicted him. I got to do it again, but now he's more pissed off.
That's a good impression.
It's quite easy to do an impression of Paul. And then Jessica said to the other housemates, I've got some kissing to do. If you hear animal noises, don't come.
Because that's her.
Animal noise? What sort of animal noises are they making in bed?
Like... That's a peacock. Like Andrew on that bench getting a whack.
Then they had like a touching reunion where...
No pun intended.
But I thought it was quite sweet. And then...
She said, you need to win this HOH.
Yeah. She said, you need to win it. But then it found out we didn't really need to win it because she told him that she had the temptation, and he couldn't believe it. And he said, I'm playing your game now. And she said, yeah, don't go rogue again.
Who said it gives me a thrill?
I don't know. Who did?
Oh, Josh. He said he was going to nominate Jessica next.
Well, that didn't work out.
I think he was having a go at her outright. And she was like, don't talk to me or something. He said it gives me a thrill or something like that.
Look at
I can't remember.
Look at how things were when Cody and Jessica were those vetoes. Look how low they were in the veto
pond life they were.
Yeah, just hopping around on those lily pads, crying, making victim noises, and now look at them, top of the tree. Magic, isn't it? Proper redemption story. I love it. So then Jessica said, Alex, Josh, Christmas and Paul have to go. Christmas? And during that thing, she said Christmas was safe. And then...
She said that she thinks she's done a good enough repair job on her relationship with the other house guests.
But she hadn't. But
not really.
As it happened, it didn't matter. So the HOH comp... Oh, by the way, Paul's pendant of production is now void. What did Jessica call it? Medallion.
Oh, medallion,
She said Paul's medallion's worn off. Okay, come on, explain the HH comp to us if you can. Make it snappy.
It was back to Evictionville.
Oh, yeah, because they didn't have time to clear out the yard.
Big job setting up that yard. And they had a hobo squirrel there, and he had a little sign.
Squirrel.
And it said, I think it said, "We'll work for peanuts." Much
Was
like...
it Benny?
Yeah, I think it was Benny. Much like the Big Brother production team, I'm sure. So, okay. There's like a white hand and a traffic light.
Think about this to someone who hasn't watched this programme.
Okay, picture the scene. It's in Evictionville.
And that helps.
And there's a white hand...
and a traffic light. And a squirrel. Sounds like some fucking modern art.
So like everybody's got a station with a traffic light in front of them. And the red light...
Roxanne! Red light. You don't have to put on the red light. Put on the red light.
I was thinking of... Red light, can't you see the red light? Stop, don't go, stop, don't go.
What the hell is that?
I haven't got a fucking clue. Anyway, there's a red light, but the red light isn't like over the red bit of the light. The circle is not, it's white because the red bit is missing. But the red bit is attached to a clear perspex pole, a very long pole. It looks like a barge pole. But clear, and it's attached to a hand, and they've got to put their hand in like a mitt, inside the mitt. Is it in the mitt?
Isabel's tanning mitt.
Yeah. Inside. And hold this light, this red light up with a pole.
So it doesn't fall down. It's basically balancing. It's a balancing task.
/ stamina, isn't it, as well? How long can you hold your arm out?
Yeah.
But also there's a twist in that when you drop, you can choose a housemate to be punished.
And... Christmas could play this task because you only need one leg.
Yeah, she's on her scooter.
Yeah, I never knew she had a scooter.
Why they haven't just given her like some sort of shop mobility electric thing?
Yeah, like a Zimmer, not a Zimmer frame. What are them things? Yeah, like
shop mobility.
Yeah, a motorised scooter.
Yeah,
thing,
should be better on that.
That'd be fun, like Vern Troyer.
She can like ram down the diary room door as well. It'd be nice.
So yeah.
This was remarkable how quickly they started to drop.
Kevin said, "My strategy is..."
Cuts
He
in.
lasted 17 seconds.
And then Mark only lasted 25 seconds.
Yeah, and Paul only lasted 56 seconds. So
tragic.
So they had to give punishments, and they gave all the punishments to Cody, basically. So some guy came out and threw rubbish all over him. That did look disgusting, didn't it? And it stank, apparently.
Rubbish.
Trash, as they call it. Trash can.
All over the sidewalk.
We call it a rubbish bin.
And the pavement. We call it the rubbish, yeah. And apparently that rubbish was stinking because Elena was just next to him and it was putting her off.
Yeah.
It's giving her a sour face, but I think...
I was surprised she could smell it with all that plastic surgery. Then a little man came out and started shouting at Cody, but he enjoyed that. That reminded him of the good old days.
He did say that I'm a Marine, like nothing to me, right?
No, that's made
If anything, it's a therapeutic sound.
And then they poured concrete on him, but he also enjoyed that because he's made of stone anyway. There's nothing you can do to Cody.
But they didn't put that concrete on his head, just on his shoulders.
But I don't think that would be too much to put it on the
concrete
head.
in the hair, especially if someone's got a weave.
And then... Then Jason went out next and he punished Jessica, but Jessica said Jason was on their side, but he's not, and she just got spray painted on the back of her high-vis jacket. That was nothing.
Was it a target drawn on the back?
I'm not sure.
Should have been.
Elena went out next after 4 minutes and Cody got squirted with ketchup.
Yeah, and I noticed that we've been watching this task for longer than 4 minutes by the time she fell out at 4 minutes.
In fact, I'm not going to tell you how long everyone went out.
No, I'll go on, I like it.
Boring. Matt, 5 minutes. Raven, 17 minutes. Josh, 38 minutes. That's not bad.
But Cody getting sourced.
Yeah, I've said that.
Oh, right.
When Josh...
But it weren't as good as Josh for doing
Oh, yeah,
it.
you ain't got notes because your pizza come then.
Oh, yeah, I was eating pizza.
So when Josh went out, Cody went, how about that, Josh, to him. But then this was the thing that rattled Cody more than anything. Wasn't any of the punishments.
It's Josh,
was that Josh started winding Cody up, didn't he?
Goading him from the sidelines.
Yeah, and I thought Cody actually did start to look rattled then. He was like doing crab eyes over at Josh and I could see like the vein going in his neck. Because Jessica got concrete poured on her as well. And Josh goes, look at your girl, she's got gloop on her.
Wasn't it that black tar stuff?
Maybe,
that
yeah.
looked worse on that concrete because it was all flooding the little platform she was on.
And then Josh said, you look like a pack of meatballs. What is it with him and meatballs?
It's his new catchphrase.
It's annoying.
I think he's looking for an advertising deal when he gets out. The Subway meatball
Dolmio
special. The sub of the week or whatever. Brought to you by Josh.
I think you missed this because you were deep in anchovies.
Yeah.
But Jessica said to Christmas, if I win HOH, if it's any constellation, you're not my target.
Oh. Nice.
Constellation. Twinkly. And then Paul said, Josh, tell them not to take any deals. Like, Josh was like his mouthpiece.
Yeah, Josh is like
weird.
his spokesperson.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. But it was also like delivered to Josh by Elena.
Yeah.
What was that all about?
I don't know.
It's like Chinese whispers.
Then Cody went out. Oh, he lasted an hour and 24 minutes.
That was intense.
He targeted Ramses. Ramses dropped after an hour
The biggest
and 49
shock
minutes.
is Christmas is still standing on one leg.
On one leg, on a scooter. So perhaps it was balancing her up better.
Scooter advantage.
Yeah, you don't know. She's like the bionic woman. So then it was Jessica versus Christmas. And Jessica was saying, look, I'm not going to put you up to Christmas. Oh, she already said that. If it's any constellation.
Not going to put you up.
And then Christmas
Might be putting up a Christmas tree.
And then Christmas didn't say anything back because she was going to put Jessica up.
Oh, yeah. And she said, like, I don't want to lie to her.
And 2 hours and 22 minutes had passed then, but I'm not sure how long had passed when Jessica actually won. Spoiler alert, Jessica won.
But they made it look like it'd been overnight at one point because they like
Yeah.
shot over the garden wall and you
But
got to
it
see the
wasn't.
outside world.
But Jessica did it all for her dead dad, who she used to watch Big Brother with.
I forgot about that dead dad.
Aw.
And it was also like the anniversary of his death, wasn't it?
Oh, it's nice to have a dead dad to do that for, isn't it?
Yeah. And she got to wear a black headband too.
And she was crying in the diary room. And then Christmas was boohooing, going, oh, I didn't win, I lost it for the whole team. And then Kevin said something funny. He went, you know who they're putting up? Josh and Josh. Twice. And then Josh said, my arse is grass.
He's right. And you're getting like... You're talking about Paul going, but I was like...
Yeah.
I don't think Paul's going to go because the house loves him.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't think it through.
Josh is like an easy target because he's annoying probably most people in there. I just don't think Jessica and Cody are going to be able to knock Paul out for quite some time.
No, you're right. No, you're quite right. I didn't think ahead. Just like Cody that week when he tried to get Paul out. But like Cody said, it's a target-rich environment in that house.
Jessica said... Sorry.
No, go on.
Jessica said she wants to cut the head.
Oh, yeah.
But the safe move is to cut off the arse.
Oh, yeah. So then Josh came up to the HOH room and he wanted to speak to Jessica.
Yeah. He had to take a seat in the waiting room.
Yeah, Jessica was like, oh, I'm just doing my makeup. Can you wait outside? And then Cody came up and he's like, let me send him
It's
away.
like when Raph doesn't want someone to see him getting his hair dyed.
Yeah.
Go and wait out there.
And then Cody opened the door. He's like, she doesn't have time for you.
Yeah, what's she got on? A busy schedule? Like he's a PA.
It's like when Creepy Chris didn't have time to make friends with Pointless Pav and BBUK. He's like, I don't have time for it. Like, you're in a Big Brother house. You got time, mate. That was an old school reference right there.
That reminds me that I was at that final, and these people might get bored by this because they probably don't know who Pointless Pav is.
It don't matter.
But loads of people were being really racist about Pav in the queue, and
that
it's
doesn't
horrible.
surprise me. They were probably fans of like Helen or something.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so that does not surprise me in the slightest. So then, what happened? Raven and Matt came up and started campaigning to Jessica, saying, "Oh yeah, we're all mates again. Don't worry about it." Didn't they? But then worse.
Bullshit. And then Mark came in.
Oh, Mark. Mark, the
going
desperation.
what was he saying about how lovely it is that we can all be together at this difficult time?
He said, we've got a fresh start. And he said, even though you're HOH now, this feels just like week 1 all over again. And then Jessica started going, and she went, just kidding, you're adorable. But it's not. But if Jessica and Cody hadn't won HOH, no one would be speaking to them right now. They'd be in the have-not room dressed as toads again, wouldn't they?
Do you want to know a little something that might please you?
Ooh.
It's not a huge spoiler, but it's something that I heard on the live feed yesterday.
Do I want to know it?
Let's find out. So Mark is currently a have-not. And he took the have-not gamble yesterday, the temptation, and wound up with another week as a have-not.
Sweet.
So he's two weeks on, but he's like, oh, I don't really want people to, like, I'll tell people, but, you know, I don't want them to, like, rub it in and stuff. And someone's going like, yeah, but that's like 14 days.
I hate Mark. Good. I hope he gets. Fuck him. He's a twat. I don't like the way he just turned on Dominique so fast. That was his best friend, and he didn't really campaign to keep her. He did nothing. That hot sauce thing and that competitiveness was twattish. He's always got his mouth open. I think he's a knob, crying in the diary room. Get out.
I like him.
That's irrelevant. So then Cody and Paul had a little chat in the little room with the big couch
the
in
apple
it.
room.
Yeah. And Cody said, I respected you getting me out. And they were talking about making a secret alliance. I think they should do a secret alliance. I think it'd be good. But neither of them will stick to it.
Did they actually seriously talk about doing
that?
that?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
But they didn't really, like... It wasn't as if they were going to go through with it,
No, but Cody's like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we worked together, sort of thing. And then Paul said, fool me once. He said, I wouldn't work with him if he was the last person on Earth. Well, you'd get 50 grand if he was the last person on Earth, because no doubt he'd beat you as well, just like Nicole did, Paul, you little bitch. Now, Kevin had a little weight loss tip going on.
Oh, yeah.
Go on, Gaz.
What I want to know is, because I think this was subtitled at one point, was it? Was there some subtitles? I think I've seen this...
You right there, dear?
What? Yeah. A word, Sava? Is that the brand name of the cling film or something?
No, cling film is saran wrap, isn't it?
Saran wrap.
Yeah, that's what they call cling film.
It reminds me of Susan Sarandon. So, cling wrap, he called it.
Yeah.
Whatever Sava is, somebody out there knows. What the fuck is Sava?
Mr. Loverman.
Sava. It's S-A-V-A, apparently.
Okay.
Anyway, Kevin's got this little tip for you.
Yeah.
He's been doing it for a year now. Before you get into bed, you take the cling wrap and you wrap it around your waist about a lot of times.
It's not like a whole roll, you said.
I know. I was like, if that was our big brother, people would be going mad at the waist. So Paul goes to him. He's telling Paul all about it. Paul goes, have you noticed a difference? And Kevin goes, I don't sleep good.
You can't fucking breathe.
He said, like, but my hair's got longer or something.
That'd make you sweaty, wouldn't it, for sleeping in cling film?
Yeah.
And then Paul said, you're like leftover food going in the fridge. And then Kevin said, it's an old trick from back east. Cling wrap at night will keep you tight.
That was good. That's not a tip I'm going to be adopting myself from the Big Brother house.
I don't know. I'd give it a try.
Have you ever learnt a life skill from Big Brother?
Undoubtedly. I couldn't name one off the top of my head. Have you?
Yeah, I've got one.
Go on.
A very specific one.
Go on.
It's when Vanessa Feltz taught Anthea Turner how to put a duvet cover on.
Oh, yeah.
By turning the duvet cover inside out and grabbing the corners and flicking it. I use that one regularly.
I can't do that inside out thing.
What?
I can't do it
it's
properly.
It's much harder the other way.
I can't relearn the other
go
way.
Go into it and like...
My friend John gave me a good tip at the weekend, but I don't know if it's really appropriate.
Let's see.
John, who was on the podcast once, he said if you're constipated...
Oh, God.
No, but it actually works because I tried it. So it's actually a good tip and it might help people out. Don't pull that face.
Okay.
He said if you're constipated on your loo... On the loo, you need to elevate your feet a bit.
Oh, yeah, because it's not the natural pooing position.
Yeah, because back in the day, you used to poo in a hole sort of thing. Did you know about this?
Well, yeah, and also I've got experience of using squat toilets.
Oh.
And it's much better pooing experience.
But I didn't know about this. And John said just put your feet on a pedal bin and it comes out a lot easier.
Put your feet on a pedal bin?
Yeah, or whatever's in the toilet.
This is the Asian in John.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. But... tried it and it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a good little tip for you there,
I
guys.
once had to stay in a village homestay in Thailand, and the only toilet was a squat toilet. Now, I'm fine, because I can, in a endurance squatting competition, I would win it. I can squat all day long. But I had a friend who couldn't do a squat.
Couldn't go like that.
Every time she tried to squat, she'd topple over. So it's like, hang on, the place has only got a squat toilet. How are you going to go to the toilet? Every time you need to go, you're just going to be rolling over like a little crab. Not crab, I don't know, turtle or something.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of turtles' heads.
Oh, my God.
So, I found that it's a much better position for, like, everything out.
It's really good, because I was constipated and I tried it and it worked.
Well, there you go. There's a tip. You don't say you don't learn anything on BB on Blast.
BB on Blast shitting tips there for you.
I'm going to shit and sing.
So then what? Jessica was considering putting Josh and Ramses up. Racist. And then Cody...
Isn't that exactly what she did?
Yeah. And then Cody said, I want to see you make badass moves, and if you see it blow up in your face, then you know how I felt. That's not
you
good
did say
advice.
I'm going to laugh at you. Or
Yeah. So then, yes, she did indeed put up Ramses and Josh. But what's the bigger picture here? Who's the backdoor plan? Because Josh, it's not worth going after Josh. He's nothing. He's just a Larry shouting shit, talking rubbish.
Yeah. But they're not going to be able to get their target out now. So you might as well take out Paul, who is Josh, who is an annoyance, including to them. He's always digging at Cody.
He's always having a go at them, calling him Mr. and Mrs. Meatball.
Yeah. It's like a new Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, isn't it?
And Jess said to Josh, you've played a dirty and disgusting game. Oof,
very dirty game.
Strong. And in the diary room, she said, just the sound of his name makes me cringe. Oof.
Josh.
And then Paul said he's going to stir things up to protect his back. And then the last shot was of Josh crying in the diary room.
Because Jessica said he didn't deserve to be there or something, wasn't it?
Said who didn't deserve to be there?
Josh.
Oh, yeah. And then, he was crying, saying, I like waking up every morning in the Big Brother house.
Oh, he's just there for the experience.
So that's it for the actual programme.
Well, thank God for that.
Should we do a bit of feedback?
If we must.
Okay, hang on.
Hang on.
Okay, Joseph emailed us ages ago and bitched at me for not reading it out. So here you go. He said he agreed with you, Gaz, that BBUS has an identity crisis.
It does.
And that the international format hasn't worked out in America. Well, they got their own format that is superior, in my opinion. Do you think it's still got an identity crisis, or do you appreciate it for its own thing?
I think it's a mess. The show is a mess in terms of
You're a mess.
I can't deny that. Especially when that codeine kicked in. Yeah, I just think it's funny that they have like multiple logos. Like, as a person that deals with the brand of my own in my own workplace, where I'm like, I want the font to be right all the time,
Tell
and
me about
the same colours and stuff.
Tell me about it, mate.
Even then, stuff still goes off the wall. But it's like CBS doing Big Brother. You would think like they could get their branding consistent, or have like a running theme of music that sounds like vaguely the same, instead of like 1 minute it's a harp, the next minute it's like drum and bass. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
That's true. But Joseph did say he's enjoying BBUS for the first time ever, a bit like you.
Me too.
Although he wishes Arissa was hosting it. That would be weird, though, I think. Wouldn't it?
Would be hilarious if they
really
were like,
odd.
Sorry, Julie.
Yeah.
We know you've been doing it for a long time, but we want Arissa to do this now. She's a lot better.
So Molly, on Twitter, Molly FY, said to us, "You're the only reason I'm watching after whining that I was quitting BBUS." That's good, isn't it?
Well, thanks for sticking it out with us, Molly.
And she said, meow, 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 Towie. I forgot the secret word.
You sound like Chanel. Meow, meow.
Oh, I had a little bit off the After Dark that I watched.
Go on.
Cody said, I imagined Big Brother only casting brilliant people for its 19th season.
Shame Ramsey's got through the net, isn't it?
And then Kevin said, I'd recommend everyone go on Big Brother. Just tell them I sent you. Which I like.
That's probably because he's used to his mafia connection.
Yeah, exactly. Marianne Richards commented on our Spreaker episode.
Oh, Marianne, that's off off the wall.
She said, as an American with 33 seasons of BBUK stroke CBB under my belt. 33 seasons, fucking hell.
There's not 33 seasons of Big Brother UK.
Maybe there is with CBB as well.
Yeah, well, maybe. Fucking hell. Yeah, you're probably right.
She said, I'll be attempting only my second season at BBUS because of this podcast. We are getting loads of people to watch BBUS.
CBS, can you just, give us some royalties or something?
Isn't that cool, though?
What do you mean, including me?
Oh, that
I'm one of them.
Before either, yeah.
Where is she from? Is she from America?
Yeah. Marianne. She doesn't say where.
You've watched all of that BB UK, even in the past. What's happened? Did you have a relative that was sending it over on a VHS tape or what? How did you get that in America?
And also, why didn't you watch BBS? What didn't you like about that? Tell us that. I want to know more about that. Plus, we never get comments on Spreaker, so
thanks for making use of the comment feature on Spreaker.
I appreciate you commenting in that format. Deborah Wagner said, great podcast. I really enjoy them. Gaz asked about watching live feeds, and then she told us how to watch live feeds.
Another person. What medium was that via?
BMX as well. I don't know what that was. Oh, Facebook. She messaged us on Facebook. Kwame sent us a long, long email, but we're going to save that for BBUK.
Yeah, because that's his... BBUK is his jam.
Yeah.
He's just suffering this one because we're doing this.
Yeah.
In fact, he's not watching all of BBUS. He did talk about it in there a little bit.
Ah, okay.
He's watching clips on YouTube and substituting... bumping it up with us.
And just probably looking at GIFs.
Probably. That one of Dave Vaughan, though.
Yeah. And then Laurie emailed that was mostly about UK as well. That's pretty much it, I think. What else was I going to say? Oh, we need a secret word. Oh, we need a GIF. Or the GIF is later.
These GIFs are doing my head in.
Oh, well, you started, so now you'll finish. What should our secret word be? What's our theme in this episode?
Blue Sprite.
No, that's no good. What are you doing?
I don't know.
Twat.
I'm dabbing for the tape.
That's not helpful.
Dabbing reminds me of Chanel now.
We need something easy to remember because people forget. When we have a poison blue, people were struggling with.
Do you know how many times I said poison blue in the episode and they still struggled with it? What else is it going to be? But first.
No, because that's not our thing.
We can't have 10 minutes of us deliberating about what the word's going to be.
I'm going to think of the word in 5.
Squirrel!
Oh, I got it. What did you say?
Squirrel.
No, I got a better one. I was going to say cling film, but they don't call it that, do they?
Cling wrap.
No one's going to remember that.
Cling wrap.
Cling wrap. Okay.
Cling wrap.
If you can't remember cling wrap, just give us a love heart on Spreaker, would you? We'd appreciate it.
They're not getting a gift for that, though. It's too much effort.
All right, no, there's no gift this week. The gift's cancelled.
No, they might if they're lucky. I've got to find one.
Look, Gaz is very tired. Don't make him keep promises that he can't make promises or whatever. Follow me on Twitter, light@VM.
Follow me on Twitter, BB_superfan.
Retweet us, would you? And read my book, First Aid Kit Girl. It's still just on Kindle at the moment, but I'm sorting out my publishing rights. And follow our Facebook page. I think it's BB on Blast or TV on Blast or some shit. And follow our Twitter, BB on Blast, because it's only got 300 followers or something. It makes us look like a right Billy no mates. And
like a right fucking mug.
Shut up. And it's BB UK Final on Friday, so watch BB UK Final. If you haven't watched it already, watch it all before then.
Can you imagine trying to fit everything into a week? And it's on every night for an hour.
Yeah.
And we'll be back podcasting the final of Big Brother UK this Friday. That'll be posted in the early hours of Saturday.
Yes, and then the BB19 coverage will probably be more regular, won't it?
No, because you keep forgetting that we just roll straight into Celebrity Big Brother.
Oh, God.
So if you haven't watched Big Brother UK, you're not too late to join us for our celebrity, star-studded, A-list celebrity season coming up.
Oh, look at the eye. It looks so amazing. Get a fucking life.
I like that eye.
People are going
It's
about
a
the
nice
eye.
eye.
If people are going about the eye, get a life.
Look, people like you...
Did you say the eye looked amazing?
Yes, I said it's the best
loser.
eye in Channel 5 history.
Oh.
Look, if you don't appreciate the full branding, are you even a super fan, mate?
I never said I was a super fan. I'm just little old me doing my little old podcast with little old Gaz.
Keep doing you.
Love, peace and harmony.
That's all we need.